Okay, we're gonna skip the Urbans today.
Urbans. I forgot to tell you. I think it was like last week when you were either texting or taking a poop. And Doug came on. He's like, "Hey, the thing says you're not live." I'm like, "The little box says live." Well, okay. Well, I pulled up the stream and we're on right now. Okay, like he still didn't believe me.
Okay, but I'm gonna pull my pants off, so it better not be live.
He didn't believe anything I was saying. Like I had the article about Bethesda. They said there's no paid DLC for Fallout 76. They're like, you only get it by leveling up. You don't get superpowers by paying a fee. And he's like, well, I don't trust Bethesda, but we'll see. I'm like, well,
so he's treating everything like the person that the wrong number that dials you, and they don't believe that you're you.
Right. I had a dude in the 90s when I had a pager. He paged me, and I said, stop paging me. What's my friend's number, man? What are you doing with my friend's number? I go, this is not your friend's number.
I kept getting somebody calling me, come pick your kid up. I'm like, you have the wrong number. Don't you love me no more? Because they were like drunk at like 3 a.m. and they're like, pick up your kid. What do you mean? I had to block their number. They would stop calling me.
Well, anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's start in the order.
The show number is, Frank?
No.
You don't know your own show number.
This isn't my channel.
Oh, boy.
I'm on the show, but it's not on my channel. When it's on my channel and I go live, I know.
What's the show number in the what's the title of the description in the chat that you're supposed to be monitoring?
I don't know. I don't have supposed to be you didn't even know that shit existed till 2 weeks ago.
It was a little bit longer than that, but yeah. No, it's 105 though. Yeah.
You want to make out?
Wait, what?
That was one of the shows I watched. They said for episode 100 they were going to make out. They're like, shit, we're getting actually closer to that. I'll start in the order of the heads I see here. Ben, since you might be yanked away from us anyway, how was your week, sir?
You try to say I'm a die? I don't know. I'd like to. My week it's been all right. You know, started some new medications. And trying to work at the office. You know, pretty good. How's things going with you?
Busy. Just a lot of work. Ian, what about you, sir?
That's it, Ben. You know, giant projects or nothing.
I've been working on a demo reel. I spent like 2 weeks working on a scene, and I barely got like a third of the way done. And I said, "Yeah, this is too hard." So,
yeah,
putting together a puppet rig to do some lip sync stuff for it, you know.
Yeah, shit's a lot more involved than when you first started going to college, huh?
Well, you know, it's like you sit down and you realize, oh, I'm going to start this project and do this. Oh, so I need to handle each of the characters and the background and, oh, wait a minute. And it's like each shot becomes a thing. It's like, okay, and then I transition to this, and then, oh no, I had this set wrong, so all of a sudden it smears the characters, and instead of, you know, just snapping to the poses, they go, so, nope.
How do they go? One more time.
Yeah.
Do it again.
It's like if Chewbacca was a motorcycle.
When I was in check it out, guys. When I was in college, XP had just came out.
You were in college?
Your mom goes to college.
I used to say, I went with your mom.
Yeah. No way. Me and your mom didn't go together.
Boy.
No, my college was actually called Technology Education College. They wanted you to know that it was a fucking college. and then they left the building, and now it's a Bible center.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, XP had just came out. I don't think SSDs were even a thing yet.
I think it's hilarious that Microsoft named their operating system crossed eyes, tongue stick out, and we all let that slide for years.
Well, you know.
I'm on Windows.
Well, we were still using T9, so by the time you typed that, the person was already at your door. Oh, come on, man. Let's go get a burrito.
Man, nobody will know the struggle of having to press 9 times to get the letter.
What's Ian been up to?
Yeah, before we get into what we've been up to, what about some
I don't give
soda
a
talk?
fuck.
Soda Talk with Frank and Ian. All right, what you been drinking on then, mother?
You want me to go first? I'll go first.
You want to pop the tab on this bitch?
Yeah. Well, I got a water because, like, Frank said,
from the toilet?
should be drinking more water.
But it ain't got electrolytes and shit.
Got what plants crave.
Actually, I got an article about electrolytes. But yeah, got the best of both worlds here. I got a Baja Blast, and then got a Crystal Pepsi. Guess apparently came back.
My wife and I had a discussion about like I waste a lot of money, and I was like, "What do you mean?" She opened up the fridge. She's like, "Well, those Crystal Pepsis in there." Oh yeah, I was saving those. You're not going to drink those. No, I'm not. No.
Same for somebody that will drink them and pay me big money for them.
Yeah.
So you had like, did you have a supply from when they had it? What did they have it like earlier this year or something?
When they came out with the individual bottles at like the dollar store,
yeah,
I have like 3 or 4 in the fridge. I really should have drank them though, because I've got one over here in my collection of stuff I don't plan on drinking, like my Nuka-Colas and all that.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna put a little note on it, like Homer in the Treehouse of Horror. Daddy sold donut. Do not drink. Actually, to be fair, when we were growing up, Frank kept stuff in the fridge that he wasn't gonna consume either. He had a chocolate Garfield that he painted.
I got a one Easter.
I'm pretty sure it's still in Dad's fridge.
Yeah. So, what are you drinking on, Ben?
A combination of, I believe it's strawberry, banana, and some tart cherry juice.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Well, you gotta cut something with the tart cherry to, get rid of it, because tart cherry is strong.
Mm-hmm.
Also good for the guy. Right?
Well, why else do you think I'm drinking it?
So I got this is Game Fuel, the cherry citrus, whatever one. And then when that's done, I got some diet cherry 7-Up because I was gonna do water. Yeah, I don't want to drink water. And then I got Surge if I feel like hating myself tomorrow. Anyway.
Sir, I haven't drinking that in a while. Surge.
Huh?
I haven't drinking that in a while.
Did
they just have it in the cans?
As far as I know, they had like a freeze at Burger King for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I just got a few cans. I've been drinking like when I go to work because I've been trying not to buy coffee that much.
I've been trying to stay away from the coffee, huh?
Well, I already have cans of this basically.
Yeah.
So I would have to buy it again. I would just drink it.
I've never really been like a big coffee person. Like even the iced coffees, I really don't care for that much.
Well, I call it coffee, but it's those blended frappe, Wussachino,
What's the
because
Chino?
some with a little bit of espresso in it, just so I stay awake.
Nice.
Today, I brought Mountain Dew Ice to work, and I just finished it a little bit ago because it was in a Yeti style container with ice, so it stayed good.
Ice.
Ice.
Yeah, I got a carton of that because it's been a while since I've had it, and I forgot what it tasted like. And then I got it and went, oh, I have to drink this whole thing.
You don't like it?
It's all right, a little too citrusy for me, but
Shit. Did you like Dew Shine?
not especially. I mean, they sold that in like 4-packs, so it was different there.
Oh, you shut your whore mouth.
That's right. Uh-huh. That was the shit.
Yeah, it was. I still need to try those balls drinks. I just don't know where to find it in the stores.
Well, we have them at Kroger. Micro Center had some once.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you don't have a Kroger, do you?
No, I don't think so.
I heard on the radio they were talking about them, and they said it was the largest grocery chain in the U.S. I'm like, what? But then I forgot that in the West they got Ralph's and all that,
Yeah.
so it's a little different.
We got a lot of Giant Eagles around here. Yeah. Giant Eagles, Acme.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know where else to buy it.
Yeah, I don't think they would have it at like a Walmart or something.
No, they used to way back when I was younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I think they try to get a little bit healthier. I don't understand why if they still sell like Red Bull and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that old. How far back does the balls go?
To the balls.
Tell us about the old balls, Frank.
Back in my day, I had balls.
Going balls deep.
There he goes. Turn the page.
It's always got to come, man. Those balls got to come.
Okay. Balls on Twitter. No, there's a Wikipedia. Here we go. Wikipedia. Wiki.
Twitter balls.
Wiki.
96.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. That would have been a thing. You thought I was lying and shit. You thought I'm gonna catch him in a lie. Didn't you?
I thought you were. You're gonna be like, it was 59.
It was the summer of '59.
Or like your username 54.
Burger King came out in 54.
Interesting.
Anyway,
when did KFC come out, Frank?
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you would know that.
Why would I know that shit?
You knew about Burger King.
This is 54. KFC. Let me look here now. Is there a Wikipedia? Twitter, hours of operation. Here we go.
I'm sorry, I asked.
Shut up now.
You kids behave yourselves.
Founder. Number of locations.
Who's playing the Colonel and pissing off people now? Remember Reba McEntire played the Colonel, and a bunch of anger dudes were like, the Colonel can't be a chick.
52, but he sold it in 64.
All right.
A little bit of trivia for you.
Trivia for Frank.
That wasn't funny.
Well, to be fair, neither is your trivia, Frank.
At least we...
All right. So, would you like to get into some battle stations, guys?
Well, we didn't go with me and you went over, Frank.
What?
We didn't go over what we've been up to.
Well, you interrupted me. Fart
Sorry
knocker?
about that.
Oh, to Frank and Ian talk over each other in the show for the next 4 hours.
Hey, before we get into what we're doing, here's this other thing. What? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What have you been up to, Ian?
Well, just trying to hit the dating field a little bit. It's been rough.
Yeah, the pool dries up a little bit when you get in your 30s.
Yeah, and like I didn't really start dating that much until my 30s,
Who was it that had that woman who had that bit about dating in your 30s? It's all about what the ex-wives left us. Like, oh, there's still some meat on those bones. What happened to the guy who I went through like Kleenex? The guy who thought it was too nice, stupid.
Yeah, that was what was her name? Jen Kirkman, I think. Anyway,
Excuse.
So tell us again how it is fighting ladies. Scratch.
yeah, I don't know why the bitches won't come to me, man.
I'm just saying, we're dispensing. If we're going to start talking dating advice, we should probably not burp onto the mics. Yeah.
Our Stern does it all.
He's married now, isn't he?
Yeah. Wow, like I was asking Frank, you think this girl I'm talking to will listen to the show? He's like, nah, she ain't gonna listen to this shit.
Nah, why would she do that?
He's like, all right then. That's a load off my mind there.
Those are some nice pants. Be ashamed if someone were to shit all over him.
Yeah, Frank had to use the bathroom before the show, so he didn't pull an Ian.
Yeah, go ahead and talk for yourself for like 20 minutes while I take a massive dump.
Well, would you rather he start walking off and forget his bike is still on? Like, oh man, can't believe I ate all that sushi. Oh man, oh no.
Right.
Well, I was gonna ask Frank, what's wrong? Your wife isn't gonna hold a bucket out for you, and then you ask her for some more hot pockets.
No, Cartman. No.
Ma, the
Bathroom.
go. Bathroom. Get us more hot pockets.
Hell yeah, I want cheesy poos.
So now what do we do? What do you mean? Now we can play the game. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I bet you that. I saw that they are coming out with like a new season of South Park. I would totally be surprised if they didn't do some kind of like Fortnite parody or something.
They're so topical. They turn it around in 6 days.
Yeah.
That's breakneck speed, man.
Have you guys seen any Let's Plays of the South Park games? Because there was that.
A little bit.
Because there was that stick thing, and then
yeah, the stick of truth,
and then there was one.
Wasn't there
the fracture butthole? Yes. Yeah,
yep.
I have the old. I think I have just the older ones. Let me look. I don't even know which ones I have now.
But yeah, there's Mr. Poopy Butthole from
Ames.
That's a great character name.
I remember they were like rushing trying to animate getting shit done for like the election with Obama back in the day.
Yeah, they're like, we're just going to
animating
Trump. Because they're like, if we make an episode about every time he does something stupid, we won't be able to keep up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's his thing. I mean,
search. South Park. I mean, yeah, I have the stick of truth. I don't have the fractured butthole yet. But yeah, like, I think Patton Oswalt said best. He's like, doesn't matter what I say. He's like, I could do a bit about him that's trying to be outrageous, and they'll go, well, so what? He took his dick out at the Christmas tree light.
Yeah, it's like, we're on our phone just right now, and he's telling some more outrageous thing you spent like 6 weeks writing this bit about. Oh, man.
Yeah.
But, as far as the rest of what I've been up to, though, like uh, I've been having problems with my newer computer. I had to go back on the FX computer.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I've been getting like some blue screens and stuff on it. I turned it on just today, and it finally updated to that 1803, that the April update for Windows
Mm.
10.
Mm.
And because I was trying to get it installed in a while ago, like it wouldn't install it for some reason. It crashed during the update process. So like I was able to roll it back and stuff, but then after that, it's been kind of like finicky, and even with this new update and stuff being installed correctly, like it's just been like blue screening all the time now.
Ooh.
So like I don't know if you've ever heard of like some of the like the error codes, like page fault in non-paged area or something,
No, I remember some people were
like
having
kernel
problems with
mode.
the updates. I haven't had any problems yet.
Oh, that's good.
What do you think of Windows 10 besides all the crashes?
Oh, I mean, it's pretty good. It's like definitely a lot smoother,
Mm-hmm. It's definitely built for newer hardware, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But like I don't know. Some of the things are annoying though, like with the where it just does what it wants,
Mm-hmm.
like the updates and everything, I guess.
Right. It's like you go to shut down. Hey, we're gonna update. No, don't do that. No, we're gonna update. Oh fuck. Okay.
I bet
Don't
you
shut
Windows 10
down.
is yeah.
Gonna but they tell you not to shut your computer off, but they're gonna shut down and restart your computer 6 times.
Yeah.
What were you saying before I interrupted?
No, I was gonna say it's definitely a lot better for grandma,
Mhm.
because it
Nana.
just takes the over for her and does a lot more, It's more
Mhm.
idiot proof, I guess.
Right.
But
My wife
then,
heard
yeah, you lose a little bit of control with it
my
then.
wife's laptop is Windows 10, and she can't use it without some stupid update. But it's the last generation. Like it was, there was a new one out when we bought that one, but we got that one because it was cheaper, and it basically, luckily, our newer router has a more backwards compatible like frequency. The old router, it wouldn't even connect. So
Oh, okay.
because I can't remember what the problem was. I don't remember if it was because like it was the B or C Wi-Fi or whatever, or if it's because I could like to get a signal upstairs, I had to use a repeater, and I could only do uh, either 5 or 2.4 gigahertz, and everything I wanted everything on 5 because it's gonna be faster,
Yeah.
but her shit having to run, the older shit, it had to run 2.4, so. Anyway,
But yes, so I'm gonna try to get that worked out. I just hope I can make a decent. What my plan is I'm just gonna try to, with the media creation tool, I'm gonna just try to make a straight Windows install with all the updates already included with it. I think that'll be the best option. And just unfortunately, I might have to redo the whole computer. I got there's a couple memory error problems on like messages on the blue screen of death, which I'm just hoping it's software, because I really don't want to have to pay up the ass for some RAM right now.
mm.
I mean,
And I don't know if I'm in warranty still with my RAM.
Well, is
I got
your
that
RAM?
expensive G skill.
Oh yeah, is it? Well,
Trident Z.
Yeah, is it? What? How many megahertz is it?
It's not that fast. I bought a slower speed just so I could get a larger amount. It was like, I think it's right now it's like 2666 or whatever. I
Oh,
mean it's not the best, but it's like, I mean, there's a lot slower out there, I guess,
well, because like I know Ryzen prefers faster RAM is one thing.
Yeah, but the problem that I was reading I was reading about it ahead of time, and they were saying that there was problems with the the Ryzen with the at least with the kind of motherboard or something that I had, you could only overclock it to the 2666, or like there was, I don't know, it's something with the BIOS or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know with Threadripper, you have to go in and adjust your XMP settings, and then you can use the faster RAM. I don't know about regular Ryzen.
Yeah, it was all about that XMP shit, which I have no clue about.
Right.
Idea about that shit.
Yeah, well, the best thing to do is when you're, I mean, a little late for you now, but when you're buying everything, to go to your motherboard's website, and there's a QVL list to see what RAM is tested by the manufacturer to say it works. Because I'm trying to find with my next board what I want, because another reason I wanted to go micro ATX is because I'll have less RAM slots, and it'll be a little cheaper to buy 4 sticks than 8.
Yeah, everybody's just having to do the 8 right now because it's just so expensive, you know.
Right.
But didn't we do an article about the RAM is supposed to get cheaper though soon?
Supposedly in like 2019 though. So a lot of fucking good that does us now. Those folks here in 2018.
Damn you, time travelers.
Yeah.
Damn yous.
Well, anyway, there.
Yeah, but also other shit that's gone wrong is I was ordering an external hard drive for this one girl that I'm talking to. She's been a friend of mine, and then we started talking about maybe being a little bit more than friends, because we used to date and stuff, and it didn't work out because like her life was sort of crazy or something at the time. And I was gonna get her a 2 terabyte hard drive because I was letting her borrow just like, I had an external hard drive that was just like 200 gigs, and I had a 128 gig thumb drive that I was letting her watch stuff on, because she doesn't have, like, the laptop she has didn't have a lot of storage on it, so, and she doesn't have like cable or anything, so like but she has, you know, like I hooked her up with like a lot of movies and shit, and so I was gonna get her this external hard drive, but
Mr. Ian, we're at your door now.
Well, the thing is they didn't. So here's the deal. I get so much junk mail in my mailbox, and like I only get like 1 or 2 envelopes that are actually like real mail, like every like couple weeks or something. And because of all this like coupons and junk mail that just gets stuffed in my mailbox, you know, like it's you really got to keep up on it, and a lot of times I forget, or like if other shit's going in my life that's like got me real depressed and stuff, it's just harder for me to keep up with than say just like checking my email like I do every day. It's I guess they had a thing where if they can't put in any mail, they mark your thing as being vacant now. And everything just gets sent back to the sender. And I guess the same was with a package. Even if the package is, you know, it doesn't go in your mailbox, they have to knock on your door or buzz your door. They still won't deliver because your address is in the post office is marked as vacant for, I guess. So I had to sort that out today, and I had to walk up and pick the package up tomorrow, because for some reason, even though if it was, my thing was set for vacant, for some reason the guy still took it on the run with him. I'm like, what? Why would he do that? You know, just leave it back at the place. You know.
Oh, they don't pay attention.
Picked it up maybe today.
No, they throw it on the truck, and they don't know till they go to deliver the shit.
Right, but what I want to know though is, like, since that there wasn't even a sticker or anything for attempted delivery, it was just, I guess, the guy was like, "Oh, it's vacant." What?
Was it the post office?
Yeah, it was USPS that was delivering.
There's your problem. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, fuck those guys.
What I was wondering though, if I was waiting down there for some reason for the guy and he had my package and before he saw that the thing was vacant or knew about it, I wonder if he would have given me the package. You know?
Nah.
He's like,
Nah.
no, your thing is marked as vacant. I'm not going to give it to you.
Yeah, you could just been somebody.
Yeah, even if I have an ID or something, you can be anybody.
Yeah, they're assholes. I see something, I ordered something, and they're like, yeah, it's shipped. I'm like, all right, coming through USPS, motherfucker.
So,
anyway.
Yeah. But that's for me. What have you been up to besides work, I guess? And sleep. You do anything else?
Work and sleep. And then sleep and work. And then poop. About it.
You're a big boy.
That's right, I'm a big boy.
Hey, sometimes you poop at work.
A lot of times I poop at work. No, I...
Oh, really? You're one of those people, huh? See, I would never, like, when I was going to college and stuff, I would never take a crap at the college place. I would always just wait till I got back.
Oh, dude, no. You got it. No. Can't, no. You got to remember, I commute. It's not just my 8-hour trip, so no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there'd be no way.
Yeah, no,
you got comfortable with that real quick, huh?
Yeah, you got it. Nope. In fact, okay, before I get on the fucking road and have a problem, we driving past some cornfield and all of a sudden have a load of my pants. Nope.
No.
Not doing that shit. Anyway. No, just been working like a madman. On my days off, I'm sleeping. Today, go ahead.
Working for the man like a madman?
Yeah, every night and day, yes. Today, I got home a little early, and I mowed the grass, and right after I got done doing that, I took a shower and went to sleep. So.
Oh, you got some sleep before you came on the show? Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I mowed the grass, and I took a shower, and I'm like, fuck, I'm exhausted. I took a nap. I didn't even mean to. I was just sitting there, and the next thing I know, I woke up and like, oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, like I was like, more like 9:30 tonight. We're gonna do the show, and you're like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, because we were shooting for 9, and then like I didn't even go and get dinner till like after 7. So by the time I got done eating, I'm like, I don't want to get up yet.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, now is the time for Battlestations.
Sure. Yeah, since you asked so nicely, Frank, you can.
Yay.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Station.
Okay. I guess I gotta pull yours up now.
Your masturbation station, what?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said what you said.
Oh, this guy. Your first one, yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, so like my theme was I searched for just like gaming, just like a gaming thing, and then I guess all of these are coincidentally gaming and music stations.
Uh-huh.
So they have like guitars and gaming stuff in there.
Yeah, this one I saw it and I was like, man, that shit's busy.
Busy.
Well, like it looks like a bunch of black Legos all put together with some blue accents. Let's zoom enhance here. Whoa, okay. Can you see this shit, guys?
Yeah.
Ben?
Uh-huh.
Okay. He's got one of them iRig connections, which I keep hearing about, where you can plug your computer and your tablets and your guitars all together. I think he's got it hooked up to his iPad there, it looks like. And he's got our keyboard, Ben.
Okay. Although I don't remember a green button on ours.
Well, that's just a light. It lit up green. I see that other one lit up red.
Mhm.
And then he's got pedals and a wheel, multiple fucking keyboards. It's got that shitty wireless keyboard and trackpad, which looks horrible.
Yeah.
He's got looks like Fahrenheit 451 up there up top. I mean, he's got a lot of crap. Got his VR headset and AKG headphones. He likes Doom. Here I go, assuming their gender, saying he. What do you guys think of this one off the top of your heads? Let's go with Ben, the guest on today's show.
I like that there's a steering wheel and pedals and controls and all that stuff in that chair in that corner, so you can just go, I'm in a race car.
I see a big bit with my wife.
It's an interesting combination of stuff because he's got the Doom poster and all those figurines up along the corner, but then he's got the guitar and the headphones and the speaker. So I'm just a little curious what the main plan is with his rig.
Well, technically, there's two computers here because there's one on the ceiling and one on the floor. Ugh, they got beats. And I think that black thing on their seat, isn't that like those rumble pads where it plays the bass in the seat?
I don't know, maybe.
Plus I like how this was a panoramic photo, because if you look at the neck of the guitar, there's a big old spot where it doesn't line up.
I like that they put the speakers in between the two monitors. That's how you know that's an ancillary monitor. I'll just put everything else over here.
That's what I noticed about like a lot of phone apps that try to do panoramas, is it doesn't always like stitch that good,
Right, like you can see by the keyboard, like by the crappy gray keyboard, there's a big dip where it's like, but I mean, it still is a pretty decent, high rate picture. You can also tell because the side wall is all like wow. But yeah, it's pretty dope. A lot going on here.
Yeah. Do you like what? Were you a fan of the scroll types of posters?
I have like I do have one, not this big. I don't know where to put it yet, but it
Is this like a different style? Like
Yeah,
I figured you'd have a lot of them because you're into all the anime and stuff,
Oh, what's that supposed to mean, Ian?
I thought isn't like a lot of anime real popular with the scroll type.
I mean, yeah, I got one just because I got it free. I had a couple eBay bucks that I didn't know I had, and they were going to expire, and I was like, well, I can get one for $2, and I had it mailed to me. Oh, this one's okay. Hold on now. Zoom enhanced. Thinking about it. Okay. So,
here's a photo that looks old.
Well, they put a filter on it. I think it's like Imager or Instagram or something. Now, I like the Pusheen, which is that cat stuff figure. That's a base. All about that base. They got a GoPro
base.
Clamped to their desk and a little fan. A big ass subwoofer. M audio mounts and a big ass monitor. So even though this is under a bunk bed and all that shit, it's still pretty aight. See, I can see the remotes. I'm assuming they got LEDs at least, probably RGB.
RGBDs nuts.
I don't like that they have a footstool. I'm assuming that's their chair, which would be horrible.
Yeah, that would be. Frank's butt is just hurting thinking about that, huh?
Oh my back. Seriously,
my
mesh back ergonomic chair just saved. I had pain in my lower back for fucking ever till I got this thing.
For some reason, I just heard in my head, my neck, my back.
Oh,
my...
anyway. This was one I had on here before.
My girlfriend showed me a funny GIF recently of a widescreen monitor that made me think of Frank.
Oh no! Did it have a dick on it?
Yeah.
Got that dick massage on it. But yeah, I remember this one because we were talking about it. I broke down the headphones and that lamp with the wooden arm.
I thought it looked familiar. We did. I guess we did do that one then. I brought a backup one though.
Oh boy!
One. It's not a music one though, too. That's the only thing.
All right, hold on.
In the chat.
Close out of the paste and go. Don't get me wrong. This is a sweet setup though. I would take that in a minute, but.
Well, we do so much shit. It's hard to tell. I guess they.
Right. I have to email myself several. Just like I'll bet Ian's using this one too.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a GIF?
Yeah, but.
Okay. Is this the setup, Ian? Oh wait,
that's the one I sent.
Oh, okay. My bad. I just went and copied the thing there. Okay. Here we go. Oh boy. Zoom enhance. Gentlemen, start your boners.
Boner.
It's a slow boner. Gotta wait. Okay. NZXT.
Boner.
Got the.
It's a big boner. Long boner.
Right.
Deep too.
The water sure is cold. Yeah, deep too. Got an Acer Predator monitor. Got the Nanoleaf Aurora set. You got the NZXT case and Kraken cooler and fans. It looks like. Got a Bob Ross thing, so that automatically makes this the winner.
Sweet. It's happy, huh?
Right.
That's a nice little clock they got there.
That's an Amazon. It's a Echo, not the show. What the fuck is that damn thing? Hold on.
The Tell?
Amazon.
See, because the show
Spot. Yes, the Echo Spot. Which you could buy for like $69 or
Look, I just want to know if when I'm watching a YouTube video and someone says Alexa or Google, and then if it's going to order the thing for me by accident.
Yes. The guy I watch on YouTube, he has one and he talks to it in the fucking videos, and it pisses me off because I'll be sitting there and not only does my what the hell is it? Our Echo do it. I forgot my Kindle has Alexa too, so she'll answer at the same fucking time, and I can't shut them both up. And he's also got a Synology units over here, which is kind of dope.
Yeah. The thing I noticed about this setup that's like the first. Is that an RGB keyboard mat or something?
A wrist rest, I would say. Yes.
Okay. Well, he's got an RGB mouse pad, right?
Yes.
And then the wrist rest, but it almost looks like the light goes all the way underneath the keyboard though, too.
Well, it also, if you notice, those my first question: those things on the desk, are those sensors or are those lights?
I was trying to tell if they might be speakers.
Well, whatever. I think they're speakers because they're RGB as well.
Well, what about the monitor stand? How is that RGB too?
It's not. It's just reflecting light from the nanoleaf.
No, like at the bottom of the left monitor, it looks like there's like a real thin blue like on the sides of it.
That's
It's like
that's
a ring
attached
or
to that
something.
thing. That's the thing Ben and I are talking about. That's a speaker. Look, let me see. See right here.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh, okay.
same. It's the same as over here on the right. See.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So no.
It all fits together pretty good though.
I think you're right, Ben. I think those are speakers because those little skinny things, those are sensors for like VR. It looks like. I mean, they're black, so they blend in, fucking with everything.
Now, is that a server behind the second monitor?
Yes, like I said, that's a Synology unit, like you have.
Ah, okay.
So
I didn't recognize it because it's bigger than mine. So
that's what she said. He's got at least a 10 bay here, which I don't know how big the drives are. I'd have to go into the specs.
I was wondering what the thing on the right is down in the desk with the little red.
That's the tower. Or no, wait, no,
The tower.
You're right.
No, the tower's next to the monitors.
You're right.
Well, somebody thought he was all smart.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, you know something.
I'll look at the specs. It's on a glass shelf there. Looks like he just took the drawers out of an Alex unit. They made a separate version with a door. Looks like he just couldn't get that, so he just left the fucking drawers out of this one. We got one without drawers, one all this leg. Server. Oh, it says i5. So okay, so that's a server too, Ben. That's an i5, and then he has the Synology disk stations. Search Google real quick. He's got. Yeah, he's got these little things for his drives, and then they feed to that thing. Where does it say about the damn Razer Huntsman, Mamba Hyperflux, Namo 2.0 speakers? That's what I was looking for. I keep seeing those. I don't know what the hell they're called because no one ever goes, man, I got the, no. Oh, they're Razer products. They're going in. Get you some RGB Razer products.
Interesting.
Yeah, chick here holding them. And then what's the other thing he's got?
It's got to be good if she's holding them.
Nanoleaf for Hue Lightstrip Plus. Is that what's in the tower, or is that? I'm sorry, I don't know about the Hue shit. I don't. That probably just goes. Don't know.
It goes. I don't know.
It doesn't look like it's. Well, yeah, it doesn't look like it. Well, even his little lamps on the desk have look like they have RGB bulbs in them because they're purpley, bluey, pink. He's really good at. Sorry, they are very good at matching their color scheme here because they got that blue and pink thing going with the. Well, let me see. What user's name is Kinematic. I don't know if they're a guy or a gal. Let's see. Oh, yep, Oculus sensors. Clock. Huh. So, okay, so the Huntsman, is that the mouse? I've never heard of a Huntsman. Oh, Mamba's usually the mouse, I thought. No, it's keyboard. Okay. Huh. Oh, look at that shit. Ooh. Look at them media knobs.
Ooh, yeah, all the twisting and turning.
Twisted shit. Wow.
Frank
That's
likes to
Wow.
make those knobs.
For
That's
dry,
right.
blurry battle stations, use clear eyes. Wow.
all right. So
What's
So
been
we
going
got-
on with him lately? Haven't heard much about him lately.
Ben Stein.
Yeah.
I don't know. They won all his money. Why would anything be happening with him?
Well, last I heard, he had that documentary. Was it outclassed or outschooled, whatever? I don't know. Hey,
Hey.
how's
Nice
it
shirt,
going,
man.
babe?
I'm good. How you doing?
Thanks. My girlfriend picked it up for me.
Yeah, it's good taste.
Yeah, and shirts and men.
No.
Frank, no.
Anyway,
What did you say, Frank?
I said hi.
No, you didn't.
There's my brother. I'll diss him if I want.
No.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ben, this is where we hang up on Frank.
but
Yeah.
you're not in charge of the show, so nope.
Well, neither are
No,
you,
no.
Frank. This is Ian's hangout, so quit being a dick and act like you run everything. So,
I'm just saying you guys don't. I didn't say I did. I think Ian froze. Ian?
oh no, he's laughing at you. Yeah.
Ian?
Hi, Ian.
What? What?
Hi, Ian.
Oh, I was
Hi.
gonna say your picture froze.
How's it going, Ian?
It's going okay. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. What's new?
Not a whole lot.
Playing the dating field
Keeping on.
and
Yeah.
dealing with his computer.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Just keep on a Ohio saying. Ben says
No,
that.
it's Joe Dirt.
Oh, it's actually from The Littlest Hobo, a Canadian TV shows where it originally came from.
Well, in America, it's from Joe Dirt.
Somebody from Joe Dirt probably got it from The Littlest Hobo.
They got it from and then improved it.
No.
On the way to my house, there's actually a billboard someone got with Joe Dirt on it, and it says "Keep on keeping on."
I think an Ohioism might be right quick. That one goes around our family and elsewhere.
Quick.
I don't know.
Keep on keeping on. Right quick.
All right, kick and wing. So
Okay.
anyway,
So-
we're just about to judge our 3 stations here, and since Ben watched us unveil these 3 stations, he
did?
has to vote. Yes, yeah.
No, he
Okay.
doesn't. He doesn't have to do anything.
Let's see.
So you got the pink and blue guy. You got the guy with the filter, bunk bed,
Oh,
that big ass screen,
Scary.
and then the busy station. I think all these are screens except this guy. He has 2 and a ultra wide, but not as bad as
It's not as crazy as the other ones.
right. I mean, this one he only has 2 screens too, but it's still.
well, I
Anyway.
mean, the pink and blue one is nice. That one's kind of a little crowded, but the one with the bunk bed looks like bunk beds. I have a problem because I slept on one in college and then I fell out of it and landed on a trash can. So
Landed on a trash can,
so
drumming on a street light.
I mean, it all depends on what you're trying to do with it. If you're a musician, and that's your gaming, your jamming rig and everything, that's fine. But like the one with the guitar, it looks like it's a big. He's got a whole bunch of gaming equipment on one side and then a guitar on the other. So I don't know.
He just has a musical keyboard and the guitar, and he doesn't really
He's got
have
a lot of-
gaming equipment here.
Well, he's got a steering wheel and like foot pedals and joystick in that chair.
On the
So
first one, yeah.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about the bunk bed guy
No, bunk bed guy doesn't really have much there. Just bunk beds and a big monitor. I mean,
and speakers.
yeah. So that would be like number 3, and then I think it depends on what you were doing. I personally find that room a little, cramped. but the pink and blue one looks pretty spacious. I don't know, but like the
Well,
other guy's
this
got a
one-
lot more equipment, so you know.
I think this guy just put everything within arm's reach, so at any time he could reach and grab whatever the hell he wants.
Mm. I don't know. It's a matter of if you like all those miniatures and shadow boxes set up versus if you like minimalism and barely anything there but lights.
Right.
So,
I would probably go in the opposite order of how these were presented. I would say this is my number one. Hey, number one. This is my number two. Hey, number two. And then this one probably number three. Even though it has two computers, I mean, this one has a server. I don't know, or sorry, this one has a server. I don't know if either of these are a server. I didn't read.
well, I mean, the bunk bed one really all it has going for it is a bunk bed. I mean, I don't really.
I mean, the only thing I would change about this is I'd get a better chair.
Okay.
Because a bunk bed's, I mean, yeah, it's all right.
So you're saying this one is the best?
No,
okay.
This one. The last one's
Oh,
best,
okay.
middle one's middle best, and then first one's last.
Okay.
What about you,
what did
Ian?
See, I would have said, yeah, 3 is definitely the best, but I would say that the first one was second, and then the second one was my third.
So you and Ben go that way.
Yeah.
They swing on that side now.
Well, I'm gonna go with my girlfriend, and we're gonna go have some fun. So, you have fun calling me whatever you want, Frank.
Okay, guys. You
Doodles.
have fun out there,
Alright.
you crazy kids.
Thanks for chatting up again. Good luck on the dating scene. You guys have a nice weekend. Hope you fix your computer, man, because
Thanks,
blue
you
screens.
too.
It sounds like a driver issue. So
Yeah, it could be.
Magic.
Good luck.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Call Bill Gates.
Oh man.
It's like
Well, good.
trying to Google search blue screen. That's gonna help.
Random error messages. Yeah.
3 weeks later.
All right. Well, you guys have a nice rest of the show and a good evening.
You too.
Okay.
Bye, dog.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye. All right, they're gone. Let's talk
Later,
about
you
it.
hosers.
What's all that about, Ian?
He doesn't say that.
Yes, she does. So much.
He totally said we should have isolated that.
Okay.
I forget what episode that shit was.
Well,
We need
anyway.
to go back. Oh yeah, by the way, before we get into your station, we were talking about RGB and stuff. I forgot to say this when I was talking about what I was doing, but it's related to the show. I did finish our thumbnail for the show. I don't know if you've noticed that if you went on to the thing.
Yeah, I saw you changed it. And I remember you said you were changing the title and the descriptions.
Yeah, it's I'll put it on screen share for me. What's that all about?
Oh.
Okay, so this is the title. Our show is called The Talk of Nerds and Tech. And I went with this, but I was gonna ask you, Frank, do you like I like it better of the two, but I did this and then I was going for a more basic one, which I grabbed an image of a Threadripper processor and I put a logo on that. So this is more of a basic type of thing, but there wasn't much. I tried to do overlay other things on it and it was just too busy. So I guess this one's more of a basic one. I don't know. What do you think? I like the logo part, but I was just trying to decide on the background.
I mean, both are kind of cool. I mean, you could try using both, and then whichever seems to get the better response.
Right.
And going back to the Threadripper one, I'd be too tempted to make everything like that silver color and then try to make it look like it's actually in the fucking chip.
Yeah, well, I try to do a little bevel thing into Photoshop, but because I want to do a glare on it, it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, but yeah, you kind of see it a little bit. It's beveled in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was hard to find just a straight up straight down thing of the Threadripper, like with the processor in there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I went into Photoshop and took out like all the Ryzen and all that stuff, Threadripper, all the logos and stuff on there. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but
Make sure it says Foxconn on the socket.
no, you don't want to go with the Foxconn.
Well, you're not actually using one. That's why.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, you can't put a cooler on us. We will not be cool. We're too hot.
But for now, I went with that one, and then for our MP3 files, this is the thumbnail that's embedded because for the MP3s, it's usually a square, you know. So yeah, I have all the MP3s uploaded to on the OneDrive, so you should be able to download all the audio versions if you want. We still don't have
audio on MP3. Tell the world how you gave Eminem VD. You remember that shit?
Yeah. But yeah, we still don't have a viable like hosting thing for audio for some reason. I'm surprised that they haven't done like something for just like audio, like a YouTube type of thing where
there's
they
YouTube
don't care
music.
how much you upload.
There's YouTube music, but I only know of that for like downloading and listening, or listening to music. I don't know anything about uploading. So
yeah, I don't think that there's like a creator thing for the YouTube music, is there?
I don't know. You figure they'd have something for people with all the podcasts and shit people do.
Well, I mean, they have it, but everything's paid. It's like, I don't know. You would think if a whole platform could do like 4K videos all the time for free, you think that just
right,
like some
audio
music
would just be
audio.
Right. That's dumb.
That's stupid. But hey, we don't run this country. Other people run it.
Right.
If you could call them people, right?
Right. I'm sorry. I just need to know. Am I choppy at all right now?
No.
Okay, because I was downloading some wallpapers still in the background. Well,
but, hey, I guess the people running the country are far smarter than us, right, Frank?
You're trying to get me to talk politics so hard. I already told him I'm not going to talk politics today. I mean, I'm going to talk about politics, but I'm not going to get
Trump's hair.
I'm not going to get one way or the other leaning. I'm just going to read the news.
Yeah, how's that hang? Which way does it lean, Frank?
Okay, so anyway, here's my stations for the week. Go ahead and hit me with that music there.
Station.
All right, so my theme for the week is RGBs.
Ah.
Yeah. You weren't expecting that shit,
I wouldn't have
were you?
guessed that with that one.
Well, I mean, granted, yes, I think the keyboard is just a static, like, backlit, not actual RGB. I mean, granted, I think it has blue, red, and green, but not like yes.
I keep it all on one single color.
I don't know. Well, like the cheaper ones, I don't know if this is a cheaper one or not, but they're like
no, I know which one that is.
Yeah, I don't know if these are like just red, blue, or if these actually give you the chance to change. I know these fans are probably RGB.
No, I think I know what that keyboard is. I think that's one of the Red Dragon keyboards. Remember, I was telling you about. I got the wrong one. I thought I was buying an RGB, but it's rainbow. So like the keys are stuck on that color pattern. You can't change it to a solid. You can't change it to other kinds of effects. It's just like the actual LEDs are those colors on the keyboard.
Right.
And yeah, so I don't know. I would get tired of it after a while.
Right. I like the reason I want RGB on anything is because I like the ability to customize it. On the fly, I can say, you know what, I'm gonna make everything blue because people are like, oh, I can't stand that RGB. The thing is, off is an option.
Yeah.
Unless it's this shit where it's all static. But
What do you do?
So
Do you turn your computer off all the time, or couldn't you just let your computer go to sleep?
no.
Yeah.
I after I do the show, I usually, if I'm downloading something like an update or whatever, I just leave it on. But usually I shut everything off, especially now that I don't have the AC on in here, because it's hot.
Yeah,
And
Nate, he lets his go to sleep, but also he doesn't even have a computer monitor. He has just like a giant TV, for a screen to play, and he just lets the TV go to sleep. So like I was like, hey, don't you want to turn the TV off when we're leaving his apartment? He's like, no, I'm just let it turn off on its own.
yeah, my
like,
LG,
okay.
it does that too. It'll, after, if nothing's been going on, it'll go to that power save mode. And it's kind of cool because, like, if I move the mouse, the screen will wake up. So the only thing is, you got to remember, it's the only one that I turn off. All my other monitors I actually leave on, just because since I had them flipped portrait and stuff, getting to the switch to turn them on is a pain in the ass because I don't remember which corner it's on.
Yeah.
So I just leave them all on, and they go to sleep, and then the monitor will actually kind of it's sleep mode. It actually kind of powers off until the mouse moves.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. So this one's kind of crazy looking here. The CPU cooler is a Cooler Master, because that's what that logo in the middle is. It's an NZXT GPU cooler. And then they got these, I don't know who makes those fans, because you can buy them from China. Anybody makes them. I don't like their speaker mounting solution personally, but that's just me.
They try to make it into like a sound bar.
Yeah, like a one center channel, which is stupid. And then they have a Google Home Mini, which you can actually, I found out our grocery store carries those. So for $50, I could go to the grocery. Yeah, our grocery store, Kroger, has one of those.
Yeah, it's like the charger section or something.
No, like they're just like in the back to school section, like where the paper and stuff is.
Really?
And it's not like in a like on a, in a case. Like you go to even like the, if you go to the dollar store and you buy something that's kind of expensive, they have it in a plastic case, like razors and shit. You have to ask for them to get them. No, these are just like on the shelf, and you can pick them up and take them to the register. Nobody bothers you. I'm like I can buy markers, crayons, fruit, and a Google fucking Mini. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like pencils, glue, paper. Oh, and a Home Mini.
Right, and then like they got this corkboard desk, which I thought was kind of crazy. Like, what? Why would
a wood?
Like? Well, yeah, I don't. It doesn't look like particle board would be horrible on your like arms and shit. Granted,
yeah, they'd be kind of like sandpaper a little bit.
Yeah, it would get splinters, and then like if it was corkboard, it would get dirty so quick. So I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, you want a smooth surface, man.
This is just crazy looking, right?
Right, sure.
And the thing says Endurance UK, so I'm guessing they're in the UK. I didn't read anything about them. I just saw this and said, okay, let me go ahead.
Porno title.
Right. And then copy. Let me go to my second station. I was like, I found two earlier, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can find it. Oh, this is it. I found my third station, but I'm submitting it as my second station. See.
Oh, okay. Cheated.
Because I was like, if I scroll through, and I was like, if I can find 3 stations. Oh God, yes. Okay, so, and it's a little album, so okay. them and their girlfriend station. I don't know if it's a girl and a girlfriend or a guy and their girlfriend, but
It's his and hers.
so wow. Okay.
I wonder who's the his.
You know, the out of these stations, I'd want the one in the corner, and I'm a dude, so they got an RGB mouse pad, RGB mouse, RGB keyboard, RGB tower, and then 3 monitors with waifus and a kitty. Only thing I don't care for is the trash can right there. I feel there could have been a better spot for it.
Yeah. Probably.
And then kitty. Kitty by the mouse. And see that, oh look, they got an RGB headset too. Huh. They got the Wraith cooler with the is that your what your RAM looks like there? You got
yeah,
streaks,
yeah,
right?
exactly, yeah. Yeah, the Trident Z.
Yeah. I don't know if that's Trident in there, but it's, you know, it's RGB. Let me see their monitors. They got a Asus, HP Omen, top Dell 29-inch ultra wide, Razer Huntsman, another Huntsman. You know, I never heard of those until today. Huntsman Elite. Let me search the Googles. Shopping. Ooh. Okay, so looks like it comes with the wrist rest. Okay, so that's a RGB too. Cause see the light. We were wondering that. Huh. Well, that's cool. I wonder what kind of switch. Well, it probably has the Razer switches on it. Corsair headphones, a stand. Oh, what? Astro. Oh boy, they got the Astro mix amp. Oh boy.
Isn't that like a crappy one, kind of?
Yeah, my guy who reviews audio, he got a set of Astros in the mail, and he just released a review right before I came on the show. I was like, "Oh man, I gotta check that out because he's gonna shit all over him." Yeah, his amp is $120. Well, oh yeah, the one that I saw the guys gonna review are these, the A40s. They said they got the A40s. Oh boy. Those are just shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I like for my setup because I want to get that Behringer headphone distribution thing I showed you before. And I'm just I don't know. I mean, technically there's got to be some kind of amps inside of those. I just don't know if it would be beneficial to get like amp or DAC that plugs into.
Right.
You know, because it goes from like one source to, you know, like however many headphones that you need for it.
Oh, this was a 1070 Ti, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Oh, okay.
Laundry pile and a half right here.
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna really save the talk for the news, but apparently Nvidia is getting rid of the Titans.
Well,
it's gonna be the TIs.
Rebranding the Titans as TIs, and yeah, Jay talked about that.
Yeah.
Look at that dirt on top of that tower. Don't bury the lead. Make them stick around because they're not gonna. Girlfriend setup. Oh. Okay. Oh. So which one did you think was hers?
I thought the single screen one was.
It is. I thought that was the dude setup because it's just dark and black. I figured it'd be like no frills.
No, I figured the dude had way more nerd shit, you know.
Well, like the dude. Granted, yes, there's boobies and stuff, but chicks can like chicks. But it's all like a rainbow. Yeah. I don't get why if they have Corsair headphones, why they had to get a shitty headset. Like, get a fucking mic. Everyone, well, I'm not a podcaster. Shut up. Shut up. But his girlfriend's got a A350 with a 16 gig of RAM and a
Frank
580.
hates those gamer headsets, dude.
Why get a shitty plastic head? I mean, I can't knock these because I haven't watched any reviews on them yet. But they appear to be cheap construction, and why get a headset? Anytime they're cramming a headset and a microphone together, they're compromising something. Even
Yeah, but
and go ahead.
how is it that lav mics are so good quality then? Because they're about the same size.
Oh, I mean, your mic on your phone is decent enough. I mean, like I said, is there a headset included in that? No headphones
There's the speakers, though.
and a lap mic?
No, on your phone.
Well, okay, but anyway, your phone's also $600.
Yeah.
If you're paying $600 for a shitty headset, you're now like the one guy said that's basically kind of rings true. If your company also makes keyboards, you got a shitty gaming headset. And yes, I will say Corsair because Sennheiser doesn't make keyboards, but they make a gaming headset, which is really just semi-decent headphones with a fucking mic just to make the fanboys happy. But yeah, this is I yeah. Yeah, boner.
It's alright.
Boner.
Boner.
Right.
Boner.
And then my third station for the evening.
All right, that's enough on the news.
Nope.
Hmm.
You can tell it's summertime because everybody's got a fucking desk fan now.
Here's a plot twist. They prefer Marvel.
So they got Predator monitor, KRK studio monitor speakers, Nano Leaf Aurora, Blue Yeti mic. Trying to see what the hell the guts of their computer is. Looks like G-Skill RAM. I'm thinking EVGA hybrid GPU, EVGA power supply. Looks like a Corsair cooler, I think. I might be wrong. Probably not, though, since they got all this EVGA shit.
Either that or a Cooler Master.
Let me see. Well, it's got EVGA on the Velcro, so I don't know if they just had an extra Velcro strip or if they actually somehow got an EVGA cooler on there. Intel i7. Yeah, it is a CPU cooler. Corsair H115i.
I mean, that's a good one, I guess. I really like the look of the Kraken one, though. With the infinity, the little circular infinity mirror over the cooler.
Well, the only thing kind of wrong with the Kraken,
And it's
only thing
RGBs.
wrong with the Kraken coolers really is once they're plugged in, they kind of all the cables actually kind of stand out. Cause see,
Yeah.
you got a plug for the pump right there, and then you got these wires, and
It's makes it a little bit more messy, huh?
Yeah, my dude, what was it, Optimum Tech, I think. They're the ones with the mini ITX builds and all that. His girlfriend's rig, he put a Kraken cooler in it, and he was the first one that I ever saw really point out that there's a bunch of shit.
Well, in general, the AIOs are kind of hard to cable manage, aren't they? They definitely don't look as nice as like hard tubing.
Yeah, but I mean that's the price you pay. You got it all in one, or you get a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not ready to step off the hard line.
I mean, I'm too I'm too afraid to run something where I can't get a warranty.
Are those don't come with warranties? The CPU or the what do you
Well,
call them?
hardline, I
The
don't.
hard line, like the kits or whatever. Because I know
I'm
you can get
assuming
like
not.
everything you need.
I mean, yeah, they'll sell the shit, but I doubt they'll put a warranty on it. They're like, hey, by the way, do this shit at your own risk, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, you're talking about like the you're worried about the like the CPU and everything else. Like they're not going to cover the damage you might cause to everything else. But I mean, I
Right.
wouldn't see why they wouldn't cover like a warranty for the actual like the metal parts.
Yeah,
and
if
all that
if
stuff.
your pump goes out or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
Plus, if you run or if you run different coolants, it can fuck stuff up. I think this is a Corsair case. Now that I look at it, and a Holmes fan. Yeah, they got the glorious gaming wrist pad. I think that's a Logitech keyboard, if I'm not quite 100% sure. But I was like, okay, they got some RGB. See, keyboard power supply,
Keyboard
monitor.
kitty.
Oh, they got a BenQ for their second monitor.
Bend over Q.
Keyboard.
Don't
Oh, it
bring
is
the
a Corsair.
charger.
Okay. Okay, so I was wrong. It's a K70 rapid fire. So they have the same keys that I do. That's silver speed switches. Optical mouse, headphones, Audio Technica. Oh, 5 M50Xs. Okay. A lot of people like the M50s. Some people like the M40s better. I haven't personally heard either.
Jay has the M50Xs on the Tech Talk that they used to do. Frank's gotten to audiophile.
Basically, everyone I talk to that owns 50Xs say they sound muddy. But then to that regard, the 40s can be sibilant, possibly. So it all depends on your ears. So
plus you gotta have a good amp too, and shit.
Well, I mean, now these is this is the first station there.
Okay.
With the I don't know, corkboard desk, whatever. And then my dog with the waifus.
Right. It's kind of
and
unfair.
then the huh?
It's a little bit unfair with the computers, but I'll take it. It being two setups, I guess.
I mean, the one on the right is just so fucking A, it's bland, and B, it's outdated hardware. You and I both have A350s, and I mean, at this point, they work. I'm not gonna.
You gotta have a good graphics card, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this one's got a 580 in it, but this thing might as well just this could be a server.
Yeah,
mine's gonna be a server next. I mean, I'm not knocking it.
Most of the time, I've been using it for watching stuff on my FX build. You know, my Ryzen is just my main work computer and doing the podcast and everything on that. You know.
But yeah, this is what's your order, sir? You got.
Go back to the third one. Back with the Suicide Squad.
Harley Quinn everywhere.
Yeah, Harley Quinn, thank you. I don't know.
Than that, I'm gonna have to say probably the waifu one is my number one.
Yeah, 2, 3, 1 is my order.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on that because this one, I mean, really, nothing inside this case couldn't have been done with just like put an RGB strip behind it, and everything's pink. I mean, it doesn't really do anything for the computer.
Right.
But so Reddit said there's 12 upvotes for this one, 9 upvotes for this one, and then 256 for this one. So our number 2 is apparently number 1. But who gives a fuck?
Okay.
We win because it's our show. Ain't that right, Ian?
Right. Right. And what about mine? I'm trying to look for the upvotes on mine with the tiles. How much that one got?
Um,
I'll put the link in the chat there.
well, I have the email up. I was. Oh, that right. That's right. It was the. It was the ringer because.
Yeah, we already done the other one.
He has 375 upvotes.
Okay, and what did our winner have?
Not that.
Oh, okay.
Like, hold on, I'll tell you. From 375 versus 5.
Well, what did the internet's winner of yours get though?
Oh, the internet's winner had like I think 200 and something.
Well, either way, then mine would have won.
Hold on, dog. Yeah, 253.
Even if you added those two together.
Right.
What, people not voting on shit on yours?
I don't know.
Or
Like,
not even. They must not, because it's a really good one. It's just I don't think too many voted on it or saw it or something.
I don't know. And I went to most recent because when you go by what's hot, the same ones like pop up over and over.
Yeah, if we had given it more time, like I think mine was a little bit older, so yeah, give it time for people to vote too.
Right. Don't know, dog. So that's the end of that.
That's the end of that.
Like,
you want to get into some news?
Yeah, hit us with that news.
Well, yeah, we think alike, Frank. We finish each other's sentences.
No, you say we finish each other's, and I say sentences. Because we're gay like that.
Good for you, Frank.
Did you see Orange County, the movie?
No, I didn't.
The one dude's like, yeah, we'll be touching each other's butts naked. What?
Well,
the news with Ian and his fake papers. It's like Trump when he was like, this interview's over, and he goes over his desk, starts shuffling papers.
yeah. I can't believe there's actually a lot of YouTubers actually do that thing with their tablets where it's like a what do you call those, teleprompters or whatever?
Really?
Yeah, isn't that what that's called, that screen that you read the text from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That what they'll do is like they'll so they have some of the rigs so crazy where they have like the tablet attached to like a tripod with the camera, and then like it's got some kind of like one-way mirror or whatever over the camera, so like the screen would be projected onto it. So basically you're looking at the camera and you're able to read at the same time, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. I've seen people use a tablet for like their camera. They'll have it as the view, as the, an auxiliary screen.
Yeah.
So you can see. Check this before we get in the news real quick. I forgot. I told you I was playing with my wallpapers. Check this out. You know the Windows 10?
Yeah, that I remember I had on my picture still.
Yeah, the default one.
Yeah.
It's RGB,
Nice.
and you can set it to different shit. But I just threw it in there because
Are the live wallpapers pretty just like they're not like resource intensive at all? They're like pretty basic.
I
Or pretty low
mean,
memory, I guess. It's just
it
basically a GIF, right?
I mean, it can be like a video, like an actual video. Like I got openings of TV shows and shit with like music and stuff, or it can literally just be a picture with, parts of it, the parts of it like animated with just like vibrations and stuff.
I wonder if that's optimized where like if you have other windows maximized where it's just like, oh well that's over there. I don't need to calculate this,
Yeah, I think that they I mean it's pretty popular. I think they did that. They made it so it only uses it while if you got something over top of it, it takes up less resources.
No, it's like, no, I want that RGB to resume the same color
Right.
when I went back on there,
Right.
But
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's all kinds of crap.
I would hope so. It's just like some of those things are, yeah, it's like I still want stuff to be optimized, even with like computers getting better and better and stuff and hardware. It's like I'd like the optimization to get better too, because like everything just they're like, oh, the hardware's getting better, so we could bloat this up more,
Right.
Even though it's just a text document editor, we're gonna make it so that it uses up as much RAM as a video game,
Oh boy, here's those electrolytes.
Yep.
Keep recipe or new electrolyte recipe keeps lithium-ion batteries from catching fire. Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it has what those batteries needs.
It's got electrolytes and shit. So the silica powder, so that shit that says "do not eat" in everything you open.
Oh, you don't eat it?
Throw those in your phone.
I've been eating it all the time. It's helping me to get smarter.
Flammable charges. I'm trying to see if are they saying to use it as a failsafe, like if it catches fire to stop it, or is this something you put in it? Let's see.
I don't know.
Said he found inspiration with a tweak while introducing his kids to a cornstarch and water mixture popularly known as oobleck. The nickname is a nod to Dr. Seuss's children's tale Bartholomew and Oobleck, in which a magic spell gone awry causes sticky green stuff to rain down from the sky. The real-world oobleck is an example of a non-Newtonian fluid. Isaac Newton's definition of an ideal liquid is one in which the viscosity, how much friction or resistance there is to flow, is primarily dependent on temperature and pressure. That is, water flows the same even if you apply a shearing force by stirring or mixing.
Yeah, basically everybody's probably seen oobleck by now on YouTube. I mean, it's like you punch it and it's pretty rigid, but then you just hold in your hands. Eventually, it's just going to drip out of your hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that this problem that basically killed Samsung, and then they found out, oh, it's a problem with everybody because it's just the nature of the lithium-ion batteries. We keep having all these articles on newer forms of batteries that just aren't holding fucking ground and like making headway. I don't understand it. Like,
you mean you're upset because we haven't got our squishy bendy batteries yet?
Well, no, like we know you can't put it on an airplane because it'll catch fucking fire, but it's like the only thing everybody uses, and everyone hates them because you can't remove them. They have to be hard soldered onto the fucking board. But
it's kind of like how my autocorrect on my phone always tries to autocorrect U into I.
Well, like
it's like everybody uses U nowadays. And it's a Messenger. You think that would be built in by now,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a reason it's become the standard, I guess. But
I guess.
Comcast Charter lobby asks FTC to preempt state broadband regulations.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have been all over this by now.
I think I only had a couple. I don't think I had any FTC ones. I just had ones about what the hell internet ones that. Oh, nope. I do have internet stories, but they're nothing about this. So, what's the gist?
I don't know too much about it. They're just basically asking them to, like loosen the restrictions on it. They're just gonna go straight to the FTC because those were supposed to be the people that were gonna kind of loosely manage everything. Like the FCC was
even
gonna put it
Ajit
all
Pai
on them
said,
or
we're gonna
whatever.
push it off and let these people be in charge of it instead of us, basically.
Yeah.
Which is stupid because it's their fucking job, but whatever. This is Frank not talking politics, which is why he's not talking politics. We don't have
Trump's
any
hair.
listeners already. Imagine if I threw my politics in there.
Trump's hair, Frank.
Is that like a cunt hair, a unit of measure? I was Trump's hair away from. Anyway. Okay, moving on. Oh, hardware news. I like
I basically
hardware.
had 2 articles for each section.
I was going to say I have a few more, but, I'll just discuss what... Oh, boy. I knew this was in here. Why you should wait on NVIDIA's newest graphics cards.
Okay, so before we get into, like our opinions on this, what do you want to run down? What's all the hubbub about the NVIDIA RTX?
What's up the hubbub?
What's that about? Boo?
Okay, so if you have been under a rock or you're not a computer person, NVIDIA has announced their newest graphics card, which is funny because they lied and said, "Oh, we won't be coming out with anything for a while," and then a month later, boom, new hardware. So
no, they didn't even say it. Wow, they straight up said we're not going to release anything.
They said for a
don't have any
while.
plans.
They said
well,
no. They
no,
said,
I mean they weren't supposed to this year. I mean they were like, because they didn't have an event or anything, did they? Before
they don't have their own. This is at GamesCon or whatever. Anyway, yeah, GamesCon 2018. So.
Right, but I'm saying like the places that they usually had released stuff on, they didn't do anything this year. I thought.
I don't know. I don't follow their usual releases. I just remember like everybody getting their like panties in a twist because when AMD came out with Vega, they're like, well, is NVIDIA gonna come up with something to answer to it? And they're like, no, Pascal's good enough. We're not going to come out with anything for a while. And then literally, like I said, a month later, they dropped this. So
what have you and would you ever go to like any kind of expos? I know you've gone to like the car stuff.
Well, this was in Germany, so no.
No.
Plus, that's the other thing. I'm not going to travel just to sit in an auditorium and watch a screen for miles and miles. I've been to like big concerts and shit, which I've been to Ozfest, which to even see the band, you have to look at the big ass projector that's like a jumbotron. That was just an hour away from where I was living at the time, and that was still a fucking haul for me. I'm not going to Comic-Con to be surrounded by 900 people to watch a 6-minute trailer for the next Dark Knight movie. My brother did that. So did Kyle. So
what about the CESs and stuff though, where you go all these different booths and see all the demos and stuff?
Nah.
I'm
just see them lie to my face, because that's the other thing with hardware. Intel, we got a 28 core machine that's clocked at 5 gigahertz. Well, what's this? Don't look at that. Don't pay attention to that. Is it overclocked? Don't look at that. You don't need to see it.
Get them out of here.
Smoke a mirror. I'll watch the reviews and then buy the shit when I'm well informed. I don't need to waste my time and money. If I get the shit for free, if I'm a Linus or a Jay who can just walk in and say, "Hey man, give me a couple of them Titans," okay, dog, and then I walk out with it, cool. but I'm not. I'm little nobody. So I'm
That
not.
Linus's Expo, I forget what it was called, but that looked kind of fun, I guess.
Now I would probably do Land Syndicate if I did anything, because then you're just bringing your own computer, hooking up to their network, and hanging out with nerds. But then I would have to have an excuse to go to Seattle, wherever the hell they have it. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. So they said they weren't going to come out with shit. Then they did. Then there's a bit of a bait and switch here. See, the big thing with the new cards, they're not GTX 1080s now. They're RTX 2080s. And the RTX has technology for ray tracing. See, they came on stage and they made everyone think that the RTX stood for ray tracing, as in every card will do ray tracing. Well, that's not exactly it. There are other data-oriented number crunching that goes into the graphics card that isn't technically ray tracing, because they showed Battlefield and they said they had a list of 20 games that are RTX compliant. Well, technically, only half of those games actually have ray tracing. They are RTX games. It's not ray tracing. It's some other shit. And in their slideshows, they showed a little graph, which here it is compared to the 1080. Well, people broke down later, and I've got actually in my stories here, what they presented was they're like, it's a new way to measure it because this technology hasn't existed before. Well, then why are you comparing old hardware with it?
Right. Well, that's my problem is the ray tracing is, like that's used in, like films and games. So you could either do it pre-rendered or real time. That's just the way. Ray tracing is just basically light interacting with the environment. It's just it's like lighting, global illumination, reflection, shadows, all those other like eye candy, purdy stuff. So purdy. That's only one facet though of the whole graphics. All the graphics that are being rendered on your screen. It's only one thing. You still have all the models and all the other shit that you got to calculate. It to me, it seems kind of stupid for just one part of the, like the pipeline to. That's how the whole card is going to be measured now. I mean,
yeah, because you can't like this article I threw in here sums up with the title. NVIDIA claims RTX GPUs are much faster than Pascal by deliberately comparing the wrong cards. The GTX cards had nothing to do with RTX. So why would you try to measure? They're like, here's our 2080 versus the 1080. It's 2 times better. Okay, well, the white bar represents nominal performance of the GTX 1080. The dark green is the RTX 20 alone, and the bright green is the RTX 2080 when using NVIDIA's new anti-aliasing method, DLSS. We're going to ignore the DLSS here, not because there's something wrong with it. It's, anti-aliasing. It makes stuff look good. But because it represents a feature that only one card has and it requires software support from the developers to enable. So, therefore, strictly on the gray and green bars and on the prices of the 2 GPUs, this whole article breaks down. Basically, as soon as they got done with the presentation, people were like either, oh man, that was great, or they're like, so we're paying 40% more for possibly a 20% increase.
Right. It's just crappy, like I said, to go with one part of the thing. It's like, okay, so it could do the ray tracing really awesome, but how is that going to translate to how many models you can have on screen, how good the textures get rendered, like the anti-aliasing and all the other graphics requirements for a video card.
Right. I mean, I included a link to another video where the guy breaks down why he can't get behind NVIDIA's launch, because they're basically omitting a bunch of stuff to trick you into thinking you need. The first hour was them explaining why you need this.
Well, was it an hour? I forget. How long was it? I mean, for
3
those
hours.
of you that don't know, they've been developing this for
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. Thank you. I wasn't sure how many years, but it was 10 years, and now they're really pushing it. They've really tried to explain the technology to you to be like, oh, look how great this is and how great it's going to be.
Right.
You
The
know?
first several hours before they even showed game footage were just them explaining what ray tracing is compared to rasterization and how much better it is and how it's going to be the new standard. Well, the thing that they didn't mention is that it's going to depend on the developers if they're going to implement it, which has always been a little bit of a fucky thing with any hardware. They say, well, this would be great if the developer is designed for it. And the problem with developers designing for shit is NVIDIA already is kind of shit in the name of that, because G-Sync, you can buy a G-Sync monitor. Oh, but then when they make the monitor, they have to pay the licensing for it, because G-Sync is a licensed thing. It's not like FreeSync is free. They have to buy the rights from NVIDIA to make it. So that's why there aren't as many G-Sync monitors. And when you get one, it's expensive as balls. So you have an expensive as balls graphics card. You have to have an expensive as balls G-Sync monitor. And people just, the developers are just going to be like, no, people don't fucking want that because they're poor. And like,
yeah, but like what you say with the video games, though, if nobody supports it, so you're getting a ray tracing card that nobody's really supporting, and so you really can't measure that with the card anymore. Like, how do you even know how good it is anymore? Then, like, what can it really do if you're not going to measure it in flops or?
Yeah, they measured in RTX ops. They make up their own. I mean, you might as well just be making up your own fucking units. This is worth 75 snoogie movies, and this is worth no. Use standards we all can fucking understand. Because, yes, I understand it's bleeding cutting edge. It's the newest, latest, greatest. You know what, though? We're not there yet. Maybe 2 or 3 generations when the shit is cheaper to make. And, I mean, the other fucky thing was the pricing. When they were standing on stage,
before you get into that,
were,
though, I was going to say they should have done what they should have done with the RTXs. I don't know. Like, I think AMD has a similar thing. Like, what's AMD's thing for the CUDA cores? Like, because I know there's still a lot of developers for various software and games and stuff that are still trying to work to support like how many ever CUDA cores this stuff comes with. What doesn't AMD have like a similar type of thing? They should have done that with the RTX too. They should have said they had this many CUDA cores, this many flaps, and they could do this many RTX ops or whatever.
They did say CUDA cores, because that's their own technology that they started in 06.
Yeah.
So, and they're not even really cores. If you watch Gamers Nexus, they break it down. They say, yeah, they call them CUDA cores. They're this. They're not really cores. And I'm like, goddamn, guys. So
it should have been a separate thing, a separate tech spec with the video card. It shouldn't have been the whole video card.
Right. The thing is, like I said, I waited the whole time. I'm like, Jesus, guy, just tell us the fucking price. And then he got to the fucking price, and it was confusing.
Straight up lied. That's pretty much what the price. Straight up lied.
No, they didn't. They didn't lie. They misled and did not exactly state when they said starting at $499. See, I've had to watch YouTube videos to break down the 10 minutes of the fucking presentation that I actually cared about. They said, okay, the $499 are the AIB cards, but the thing is, when they originally launched Founders Edition cards, they were originally just the reference model that cost more. Now, the reference models that are overclocked, so they also cost more because of that. So when they say starting at $499, no, the Founders Editions are $599. Well, what the hell did we think we were going to buy from NVIDIA if you weren't calling and ordering a reference edition or a Founders Edition? So, plus they were late with this presentation, so Newegg was showing all the prices as they were announcing it, and we're like, well, that doesn't match up. Are you lying?
Well, so like but they were saying, I thought Jace was saying that they told everybody that like the 2080 Ti, the highest one that is, like, is standard, the $1,200 if you went and look how much it was on like Newegg and all the other stores, I thought they said that it's gonna be just $1,000. So like each was like 200 less or something like that.
I think $9.99 was their highest on their slide, which was not even their Founders Edition 1080 or 2080 Ti is $1,200. I think.
Yeah, it's $1,200, but I'm pretty sure they were telling everybody it was $1,000.
Well, that's why I said $9.99.
Yeah,
and its actual price $1,199. So it's,
it just sounds like a mess to me, man.
Yeah, they're announcing. They were talking about, and of course, they're like I said, they're going to sell their Founders Edition, their reference cards, but they say starting at. Well, you didn't announce the AIB cards, and the AIB cards are not. They're not cheap now. Like I said, Newegg. Let's go to Newegg because they're the ones with the actual pre-order site. 2080 Ti. Because see, I waited on Vega so long that I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll go ahead and get 2080 if it's out, whatever. Well, yeah, these are already sold out. Does this have a price? Out of stock. Ship by $1,199. This is an AI card or AIB card. So I mean, that's the same price as if you got the Founders Edition, which is $1,199. So
now what's an AIB card again? What's our audience?
Add-in board partner, the aftermarket cards.
Oh, okay.
Like this is an MSI when they, their big thing was the old thing used to be with the Founders Edition cards was they're blower style and they exhaust out the back versus
they're not as good as
well the old style of the Shroud. See the aftermarket has always been like aggressive 2 or 3 fans.
Yeah,
but
right.
now
monsters.
Now the Reference Edition is a dual fan unit, so they're not doing the blower style like they used to. So now there is one in the aftermarket so far that if you want to buy a blower style, you have to get it from them because NVIDIA doesn't make it. So there's that, but that's still $1,200 fucking dollars.
Well, what was usually supposed to be more like cheaper was the Founders because it was less efficient at cooling. Was that supposed to be cheaper usually?
Well, see, in 2016 when they announced that whole Founders thing, that was confusing because people thought Founders meant better, but at the time it just meant reference, but it was still more expensive. So
you paid more for less cooling then? Yeah,
I mean, it's not really less efficient because if you got a small form factor PC, essentially you want to blow the air out of your case anyway. You don't want to throw hot air into your case. Now, if you buy the Reference Edition, well, not the Reference, the Founders Edition, you're going to be blowing hot air into your case because it's an open fan solution anyway. Now, but yeah, people will say, well, let's act with our wallets and not buy these, and because the prices are stupid. Well, that's not working because the scalpers already pre-ordered the shit out of them, and if you look, the $1,000, $1,200 cards on eBay, a pre-order confirmed $2,200 and shit. Why am I going to pay you $1,000 premium because you pre-ordered something that has no reviews yet?
Yeah. So, what Jay said in general, but before I say that, like I said before, another point was the TI was supposed to replace the Titans, like you said, right?
Yeah,
they were discontinuing the Titans.
Well, because Jay's problem with the Titans was they said they weren't for gaming, and but everyone wants them because they're the same thing. They're just more expensive, so they're supposed to be the higher end. And then they basically did away with Titans. So his argument was, well, the TI is now actually a Titan, so you're getting the same performance, people are still gonna buy the Ti because they want to have the biggest, baddest mother.
Right. And also another thing with the Titans, like the Titan V, all that, the Turing technology was supposed to be put in there too, right? I think that was something Jay was saying, all like the stuff that you could, because there was like a lot of stuff with the Titan V that you could use for calculating or like mining and stuff. Even I thought like some of the stuff you could use for calculating AI and shit.
The wasn't that Volta?
Yeah, the Titan V.
That's technically no. The Titan V. They said that's out. That's obsolete now because this is out now.
Yeah,
is what
that's what I was saying. Is they put a lot of that stuff in these new cards. Like that's like part of the technology. The tiering I heard was in these cards, these new cards. Like the tiering technology or whatever. I don't know.
That's what the GPU, the actual processing unit, that's what it is. It's Turing architecture. Before it was Pascal.
Yeah.
Now it's Turing.
Oh, okay. But also Jay was basically saying though that I guess if you really want to you should wait a little bit, like to be able to compare to other cards. If they decide to stick with this crazy ray tracing crap, you're just gonna have to wait to compare to other cards. You'll just have to use this as a base at first, and then newer cards that comes out, you'll know it's better because it has more ray tracing ops or whatever. Unfortunately. Yeah. So like when the next generation comes out, it's gonna, it'll be better if it has more RTXs. And also, he said one of the things that everybody's going to have to benchmark too is, well, in general, how much FPS is it going to be doing with the games? That's, I guess, the general performance that you're going to have to go off of, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if everything was all implemented, and it'd be great if ray tracing was in every fucking game. But you know what? The developers aren't making for this. It depends if people buy the shit, and the gamers are only going to fucking buy them if they support your upcoming games. Might possibly someday support. No, we want to see the shit we have now be awesome as fuck. And everyone I know is like, well, it'll handle it'll handle 4K just fine. I'm sure it fucking will. But will it be stupid expensive? Because if it's stupid expensive, I'll just buy a fucking 1080.
Well, I guess all you could do is, like I said, compare the FPS with the games that are non-ray tracing. So you can at least get, what do the Mythbusters call it? When they're trying to...
A control?
Like a baseline, yeah, control, thank you. Yeah, so if you test the 2080 Ti against the 1080 Ti, and you test it with a game that doesn't do the ray tracing, then and whatever performance increase you get, that's how much better it's going to be then.
Right. I mean, literally all you can do is take a rig with the 1080 and just swap it out and run the same game, same settings.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the thing is, the other thing that's fucky is everyone kept saying at the, presentation they had stuff running with RTX on, but you didn't have a FPS counter. So you don't know what actually you're getting. And some of the shit was running at 1080, which, okay, I'm sure that's amazing. Like Jay said, they don't understand what's going on. I understand ray tracing. There's a lot of detail and bullshit that people don't care about. What the dude I linked to who did a YouTube video, his argument was a lot of, there's shit that people don't care about. We're about how shadows are going to look. He's like, Jensen did 10 minutes on how great the shadows are going to look. Most people turn the shadows off because they kill your FPS. I mean,
yeah, that's I think, I forget if some people were saying like they might have done that on purpose, not have a FPS on there. They don't want you to see that or whatever.
They don't want you to know. You might get 30 FPS because this software and hardware is in its infancy. And real time retracing is amazing. Okay, yes, it's amazing. Do I fucking need it? Oh, I fucking don't? Okay, well then give me what'll push out 4K for cheap. I mean, because the 1080s are like, okay, here, like I said, here's the 2080. Let's just do a direct comparison right now. 1080 Ti if I get the MSI version, well, EVGA is usually cheaper. Well, hold on, let me see, is EVGA cheaper? Because I'll just do a direct comparison.
I thought the Zotac was usually like the cheapest.
Well, it's the cheapest, but I wouldn't buy a Zotac. I want EVGA. Yeah, see, it's about the same price as the. So this MSI, I don't know. MSI here, 2080, $1,199. 1080 Ti. Whoop, I did TTI. That's not a thing. Oh, it worked anyway.
TTI.
Okay. So MSI. Oh, well, this one isn't the light up RGB one. Ooh, oh darn. Here's another one. You get an MSI one for $659 or $629. I mean, comparatively, that's what, 700 versus what I say, 1119 or something.
Yeah, it's basically $500 to $600 more.
I mean, for it's coming down close to what the Vega cards are going for now. Because Vega. Whoop, type with my hands like a grown up here. Vega 64, because we're grown ups. We're not handling no 56. Yeah, the Asus Strix. You can get one for $600. Is the higher end right now. Hell,
right.
If it was in stock, you could get the liquid cooled for $679 with a rebate, making it $649. So it'd be the same price as a 1080. As tempting as this is, I'm still gonna have to go with the 1080 because I don't have a FreeSync monitor right now. Well, I do, but I'm not using it to game on. So,
right. Well, here's another point. Like I was thinking, like I understand that you've been working on this for 10 years. You busted your ass for this, and you're finally able to see it into fruition. Like but the thing is like how they didn't really show how well that is like optimized and does with like larger environments. Like sure, you might be able to do like an alleyway or like a single explosion and stuff with all of this stuff. Like basically it was just like a giant tech demo, where it's like this one scene can do really, really good. It's beautifully rendered, but like how is the whole city like GTA 5 and stuff gonna handle all this stuff? Is that even optimized for that? Am I gonna get good FPS with ray tracing going on everywhere?
I mean, I'm sure drivers mature, things will be a little different, but as it stands, I'm not buying on hopes and dreams. I'm buying on FPS and pretty much FPS.
Yeah.
What's this here? Before we make this the NVIDIA show, streamers turn off ads to protest Twitch Prime dropping its ad-free perk. I have links to the original story where they announced they were doing it, and then the streamers protesting.
Oh, you skipped my other hardware article.
You had two?
Yeah, I did have two. I said I did two for each of them. This one is about the open source process.
Oh, I saw that it said NVIDIA, and I thought it was the same one. My apologies. I told you we're making this the fucking NVIDIA show. God damn it. There's no bad press for them. We could say they suck NVIDIA. Oh, I'm not reading all this. Go ahead and sum this up, because I'd have to zoom enhance to even read this, so no.
You can't read it?
I can't read. I need to learn to read.
Hold on. For some reason dark theme isn't working for my the stylus or whatever. You're still using that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so basically this is so this is NVIDIA and Western Digital turn to open source RISC-V processors. What's so compelling about the RISC-V isn't the technology, it's the economics. The instruction set is open source. Anyone can download it and design a chip based on the architecture without paying a fee. If you wanted to do that with the ARM, you'd have to pay its developer, ARM Holding, a few $1 million for a license. If you wanted to use x86, you're out of luck because Intel licenses its instruction set only to advanced micro devices. For manufacturers, the open source approach could lower the risks associated with building custom chips. Already, NVIDIA and Western Digital Corp have decided to use RISC-V in their own internally developed silicon. Western Digital's chief technology officer has said that in 2019 or 2020, the company will unveil a new RISC-V processor for more than 1 billion cores the storage firm ships each year. Likewise, NVIDIA is using the RISC-V for a governing microcontroller that it places on the board to manage its massively multi-core graphics processors. But I mean, Linus did a video on this recently, so like I probably should have included the link for his video too, but like I could put that in there. But I guess it's basically just like like the processors that you could do with this, I guess, is like pretty limited. It's basically like Raspberry Pi stuff or something like that, but it could lead to an open source world with we could see more, like competition. Then I guess
competition is good for the consumer.
Yeah, people doing more companies being able to do that because like isn't that like they were saying all the licensing and stuff? That's probably why we only have a couple processors,
right?
Companies.
But Vulkan and was a OpenGL and all that. Everything's drivers are being very well supported with everything, and stuff's humming right along.
Yeah, that Vulkan, that's like an open source, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. Having things, like it's good to have options. I'm glad to see, like, obviously you don't want everything to be open source, but it's good to see something else be open source, so you have an alternative at least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would you agree though? Like, open source does have like its drawbacks, I guess, but so it's good to have both open source and licensed things.
Right. That's true.
But anyways, you could go back to I don't know if you have any other opinions on that, but if not, you could go to the other article that you were going to go on with the Twitch.
Yeah, no more opinion on that.
Okay. But basically, okay, so the Twitch thing, I just have to open that up too, but like, I guess the thing was like a lot of the Twitch streamers were starting to protest because they were putting ads on like the Prime memberships or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if have you heard about this?
I saw the headline right before I saw this response headline, basically saying that they were doing it, and then, they're protesting it. I'm like, of course they are.
Right. Well, I guess Twitch was saying, it could help the creators, but people are calling BS on that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the creators were pulling their ads on that in protest, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I don't know. You said you did the one subscription or whatever for your Twitch, right?
Yeah, I do the Twitch Prime freebie because they let you do one free subscription a month. So I subscribe to one guy that I watch because why not? It's free.
Right.
And
but I mean, when you go ahead.
I was saying, and they get money for it, but
yeah. But I mean, what like would you want to have to deal with ads if you're already paying for a Prime thing?
No, that would be what they call bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why Hulu does it, because the newer content, you really can't afford to just throw new stuff on there. But
Right.
it's still kind of fucky.
Yeah, it says Twitch Prime, which is a $13 per month subscription plan that down to or dovetails with Amazon Prime, used to take all Twitch ads out of the picture. As of September 14th, however, the perk won't be part of that package anymore, although there are still other benefits like free games and in-game loot. Twitter justified this decision by saying that this will strengthen and expand that advertising opportunity for creators, as if they so that they they can get more support from their viewers for doing what they love. So basically, more money for streamers. Many streamers take issue with that stance, though given that they were previously told that they'll still pinch pennies from Prime viewers, as though those viewers had watched ads even when they hadn't. Partners don't see any direct benefit from the Twitch Prime ad-free removal. Justin Long, formerly a Twitch VP of 6 years, said on Twitter, there are possibly indirect benefits depending on whether viewers will subscribe to avoid ads. In other words, the benefiting creators shtick is BS. So yeah, they're not going to be benefiting from that, you know.
Nah.
Nah, we ain't giving you money. Nah.
I mean,
That's what Twitch is like.
the streamers, I can understand them not liking this, because the streamers, people not only subscribe to them, they have basically a tip jar, and they throw them fucking tips. And if you're already, if the people are pissed off, they're not already, they're already not going to subscribe, and you're going to lose that. Then they're not going to throw money at you. So yeah, you want to make them happy.
Now I'm starting to see a trend here with these platforms not really caring about their backbone. There's their creators, you know.
No, for appearances, they have to say that they do.
I mean, it's one thing to, like be the customer and bitching about stuff. I mean, you could be that way for everywhere, but when it comes to specifically just screwing over what helps to create the platform,
Mm-hmm.
that's messed up on a different level, I guess.
Yeah, they ought to have the option. Do they want to do these ads? No? Well, then, because if they're just shutting it off, then this is dumb.
Frank's synopsis: this is dumb.
Yeah, you can't just keep screwing over your base. All your base belong to us.
Right.
Xbox All Access. Whoop. To offer free hardware with 2-year agreement. I mean, why not? Your fucking phone company does it.
Yeah, so basically that's the idea behind this. Mobile phone customers in the U.S. are already used to getting free or reduced price hardware when they sign up for a 2-year mobile service agreement. Now, a report suggests Microsoft might be looking at a similar offering for its Xbox One ecosystem. Windows Central reports that its sources inside Microsoft indicate that the company is currently planning to roll out an Xbox All Access plan, which would give users free hardware if they sign up for 2 years of Xbox Live and the Netflix-style Xbox Games Pass. All Access subscribers or subscriptions would cost about $22 per month for a plan with Xbox One S hardware, or $35 a month for the more powerful Xbox One X hardware. According to the report, users should be able to cancel their subscriptions after 2 years and keep the hardware. Oh. So they're not just there. I mean, that's kind of cool because they're not gonna be just keep milking you, I guess,
So, $22 a month, $264 a year.
Yeah, and that's 2 years.
Oh, well, hold on. I already started doing another math here. Or $35 a month per year is $420. So times 2, $840.
Yeah,
so
it'd be more expensive in the long run, sure, but I mean that like
wow.
Yeah, that's where like we've got enough money from you. We won't milk you too much.
Nah.
But I mean, it depends on what the person is. That would be like this could be beneficial for like people, like the whole Rent-A-Center.
Yeah.
Audience,
I mean, they gotta find a way to milk you because, like, with the government taking away the payday loan bullshit, the payday lenders that could do what was it, interest up to like 26% or 600% or something retarded. They got to find some way to make money off you.
Do you know people that would do all the Rent-A-Center stuff?
No.
No.
But I do know people that do the payday lender shit, and I knew a girl that owed $500 to multiple payday lenders at a time, and she had a job, but I mean, how are you going to pay your bills if every week you got to pay somebody $500?
Oh, you just don't eat.
Well, you and your kid aren't going to eat. That's going to be kind of rough.
Rough.
I'll stay skinny because we just won't eat. Hey, I want to be a rock star. Wait, that's Nickelback. Why am I singing Nickelback? I blame Ian.
Included.
I blame Ian.
Send all your mail to Frank.
You open up your inbox, it just all says, I blame Ian too.
Right. Anyways, I'm sure you'll like this next article. Maybe I haven't really read it yet, so I'm not sure what the.
I didn't read it, but I think you'll like it. It's got words and stuff. Reading's hard.
Well, you might not like it after what what happened with the director or whatever. So
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 release date, cast, plot, and rumors. But James Gunn gone.
Hi. Would you like to be in my video? Yeah.
No,
Is that you?
Wasn't. Yeah, that was a pop-up.
Oh. With James Gunn gone and production reportedly on hold, everything about the Guardians' next adventure is now as mysterious as Groot's vocabulary. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now I got to pop up.
Shit. Yeah, I clicked on it too, just so I.
How do you?
If I need to read anything.
How do you fucking get rid of it?
There was an X button there.
I don't have
the whole.
Look. Oh, I don't have an X button.
Huh.
Let me shrink it down. Now I got one. I had to shrink it down to where I got to artificially grow and enhance it. So, 2018, the Guardians of the Galaxy faced an opponent that even they might not be able to vanquish, Disney itself. Yeah, they fired Gunn. We had a thing about this because how stupid we thought it was.
Yeah, so like I was gonna ask you, like I forget what did he do again? Like it was like similar to the Roseanne thing, right?
No, it wasn't. They went through his Twitter archive, and do you tweet or get on Twitter at all, Ian?
No.
Okay, the format has changed in the past since these tweets were from 2009, so that's been roughly almost 10 years, and the format has changed to where when someone tweets something and you want to retweet it, now you just press a button and it shows the original tweet with a link that says, Ian retweeted this, okay? Right. Back in the day, when you would retweet something, you would literally have to copy paste what the other person put and then reference it in your text. Well, he did that with horrible posts then all he was doing was saying, I don't agree with this, and here is the statement. And Disney said, yeah, we don't approve of this kind of, dialogue and stuff. Well, he didn't agree with it either. He was raising awareness of something stupid that somebody else said, not using these as his own words. So basically, they fucking are stupid and don't understand how Twitter worked back then.
Yeah.
And yeah, so no, he wasn't doing what Roseanne did. Roseanne just made a hateful comment and said, "Oh, I was on Ambien," and then she said, "Oh, I thought the bitch was white." So, yeah. So it looks like most of them are coming back. All the star players we care about: Chris Pratt, Batista, Cooper, Vin Diesel. I don't remember. Was Zoe the original Gamora? I can't remember.
I don't even know.
Okay. Sean Gunn is still going to be in, that's got to be awkward.
Yeah. In general, I think even with the Roseanne thing, like I think firing is a pretty extreme thing for, like an opinion, or something or whatever. I mean, I know they have an image to keep, but it's like, damn.
Yeah, it's stupid. So, who does it say who they're bringing in?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think so.
The first two movies, I didn't think a sequel could be as good or better than any original. But the sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy was, I hate to say it, infinitely better. The first one was amazing and drew me in. The second one brings you on a roller coaster of emotions for a children's movie, essentially. You laugh, you scream, you cry. It's exciting. I've seen it multiple times in theaters, and I enjoyed it. I don't know how the third one, I don't know how it can be the same with a different director. Plot news. But he did promise Volume 3 would occur after Avengers 4, which makes sense. I mean, what are your thoughts, Ian? Since this is your article after all.
I don't know. I mean, I like the second one better, definitely myself. It's just like I don't know what you think the direction that Disney might take, like in general with the Marvel stuff, because like I said, if they start going like non-rated R stuff, that's gonna kill Deadpool and a bunch of other movies probably. Like, I just hope Disney doesn't just start fucking shit up, man.
I mean, Disney, they know when they see a money machine like Star Wars movie every year, Star Wars. They understand that, but they want to have an all-inclusive aura to them and family-friendly. You can't do action movies that are always family. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of cursing in Guardians, like you said though. Deadpool. I don't know. I don't trust Disney not to fuck this up. I hate to tell you.
I do have a question, and spoiler alert. I hope it doesn't reveal too much, but is because I noticed he didn't have them in the event, the Infinity War movie. Like, did he end up giving up his powers that he had or something at the end of the movie?
I haven't seen Infinity Wars either.
No, but you've seen the second Guardians. He had powers. That's how he was able to defeat the bad guy.
Who are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Who's the main the human? Guardians the captain.
Star-Lord, Chris Pratt's character.
Yeah, he had powers because of his dad.
Yes.
Yeah, and then like he didn't have any kind of powers then in the Infinity War, which I thought was supposed to be after Guardians too. I'm not totally certain.
He became immortal. Not immortal.
Right.
Immortal, yes.
Yeah. That's how like there's an epic battle in the movie with that. But I don't know, did he give all that stuff up at the end? Is he gonna be crazy powerful then in the third movie or what?
Well, supposedly also they say Marvel's looking at undoing a bunch of the deaths that happened in Infinity Wars.
Yeah. Well, they have to because of the Spider-Man movies, all the other.
Well, basically they killed off a bunch of, like they kill off a lot of, people. So they got,
they gotta keep making money, man.
I read a little spoiler article where they list off, here's a list of all the people that died in the Infinity War, and they're like the remaining Guardians. They're like, so, Guns confirmed there's going to be a Guardians 3, so it'll either be resurrected or a prequel. I don't know.
Well, I will say you do. I would definitely watch the Infinity War though, because it's mainly based around the Guardian stuff and Gamora's relationship with Thanos and everything.
That's all I know about is the Guardians. I don't follow like Thor or anything. I don't know any of the characters.
Well, that's fine. That's what I was saying. Like it centers around Gamora and everything.
I'm gonna agree with what Kevin Smith's wife said when he took her to see some Marvel movie and he was explaining the backstory and all that, and she goes, "Kevin, this is a movie for children, right?" Of course you fucking understand. It's a kids movie. So yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Hopefully it doesn't suck. I'm hoping they don't fuck it up, but the other ones were so beautiful that this might suck. I don't know. They need to just fucking apologize to Gunn and say, "Look, dude, we're sorry. We will fucking ruin." What'll happen is maybe they'll make a Guardians 4 to unfuck what they fucked up. Because
well, was there ever a time with any kind of movie where the third one was the best one? I mean, there's a lot of cases where the second one was better than the first one, but not rarely like the third one, right?
What was the third Star Wars?
Oh, I don't watch Star Wars. I'm not really a big fan. Nope.
Okay, you're
not a techie either.
Anything you have opinion on is invalid now.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on. Which one? Because Star Wars film. Star Wars. Let me go to the Wikipedia because episode 3 was the Sith, Revenge of the Sith. That's just the prequels. I can't. Hold on. I get confused because it was just Star Wars and they said A New Hope and then okay.
I would have thought that you would have had your shit together.
Return of the Jedi. Shut up. There's been 8 movies so far. Shut up.
Star Wars buff.
I've only seen the first 6. How's that? Yeah. Okay. So Return of the Jedi was the third one. I'm gonna say it was thebomb.com. So yeah.
I'm just saying the trilogy, well, not trilogy, but the third movies are not usually that good.
How was Rocky 3?
Rocky 4 was better though.
How was Back to the Future 3?
I mean, it was okay. A lot of people I talked to don't like the third one as much.
Hold on here. Trilogy's better than the first.
I'm not saying trilogies. I'm saying the third.
How am I going to type
all 3 of them?
I got to put this. You got to put it into text that Google can translate here, Ian. I can't just say out of the 3 movies, which one. It's Is there a trilogy where the third film is better? Hold on. This is 2014, so this is kind of a dated thing here. Mad Max. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Well, what's another word for the third one mixed up sequel?
I mean,
Trequel.
I'm not going to thesaurus.com. Lord of the Rings, maybe. Die Hard. Dark Knight.
Okay. I was kind of more along asking, like, along the lines of what you liked as far as your favorite.
Oh, I'm too niche. I can't. I'm not.
You wouldn't be a good example.
Okay. Hold on. Was Army of Darkness the third or fourth Evil Dead? Now I gotta look up the fucking order. Oh, I don't want the actual wiki. Wiki. Film. I don't want the film. I want the series. References. Ah. I think Army of Darkness is the third one. Because there's the Evil Dead 2. Yeah, continuing from Evil Dead 2. So, Army of Darkness, right there.
Yeah, I would agree on that one.
No disrespect to the other two, but oh my god, that totally just comes full circle. So, anyway, back to this thing we were talking about. Movie Pass kills off its annual plan, even if you already paid for it. This is getting sad and a little shady. Oh, Movie Pass. Go on, Ian. Tell us what's going on here.
Go on, Frank. Tell us what's going on here.
Well, I haven't heard the latest update, but in a nutshell, Movie Pass says, "Hey, but get our service." Okay. No, don't use it. No, we want to make money. Fuck. And then they change it, and you're not getting near as good a deal. I launched. You could originally see a movie a day, was it? And then it became a movie a week, and now it's a movie a month or some shit. Let's see how this goes.
What the hell?
Yeah, this movie they might make. Oh yeah, and you can't see the latest movies. Some of them are not going to work.
Of course.
Okay, so today, aligned with Section 2.4 of our terms and use, your annual subscription plan will now allow you to see 3 movies a month instead of the previously unlimited offering. And you'll receive up to $5 discount on additional movie tickets purchased. This current standard plan is now effective. So basically, instead of unlimited movies, you get 3 movies a month and a $5 discount every movie after. Well, on additional movies. Doesn't say every movie. Some people have problems, they said. That insult during your movie passes, you'll only have until August 31st, a week from today, if you want to get some of your money back in this form of prorated refund. Wow. They're trying to just not lose money. I mean, it's...
Much your money.
You figured they'd have a sustainable business model before they went live with it. But, you know...
I want to know what y'all niggas doing with my fucking money. What is y'all niggas doing with my fucking money? Uncle Sam.
What do you think there?
I think that's bullcrap.
Yeah. I mean, I understand, if not condone. They, but to only give you a certain amount of time to get a refund is just bullshit. People are going to get mad and cancel. That's what's going to happen. Because people don't like paying money and not getting what they paid for. And they don't like getting their money back when they find out they're paying for what they're not getting. So, I mean, they're just going to piss more people off, really. They're trying to sneak it in. I understand they're trying to save money by not, giving everyone a refund after a certain date, because they probably figure it saves them money and time, but they're just making it harder on themselves.
Yeah, I agree. I can see that.
So,
oh yeah, by the way, before you watch in the third Guardians, you should go see Deadpool or go get Deadpool too.
What? What do you mean?
Did you see Deadpool yet?
No. I sure as shit didn't.
When you get off this show, go watch Deadpool too.
It's 1 a.m.
When you get off the show, go watch Deadpool.
Yeah, I'll drive to a theater and pull out my Movie Pass credit card, and they'll say, "Sir, this has been out of the theater for a couple months," and I'll go, "I don't care. I want to see it."
No, I keep saying go see, but you can get it on digital. I have it now.
Right.
It's in digital now, so there's no excuse, Frank.
There's plenty of excuse, mother. You tell me what to do, mother.
Don't. You mean like Pulp Fiction?
Right. How many years after that movie came out before you saw it? I'll wait. All right. hit me with my news theme song.
Did you watch that when it came out? How old?
Pulp Fiction?
When it came out.
How old was I? Hold on. Let me look. 94.
You were like basically 12.
I was born in 82.
Yeah. You didn't watch that shit when you're 12, did you? I hope not.
Well, I probably saw it on HBO. Either that or my friends had. I don't remember where I saw it. But anyway, give me my song. The type of the story. I'm an old-timey typewriter. Hold on. Okay. Uh-huh.
I think that's good.
All right.
Don't get 2 ribbons. It's too long.
Valve's Steam Play uses Vulkan to bring more Windows games to Linux. We've been slowly talking about it. Like, I know Level 1 Text and Linus did a whole thing about you can actually game on Linux almost natively now.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that you got to do, though.
Well, before, really, like, I watched that was an older video because Wendell did a video on their channel. Like, they have their regular channel, and then they, just like how Tech Syndicate had Tech Syndicate Linux, they took over that channel. He did a build with I think it was a 1080, but I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. It was either a 1080 or a Vega card. I can't remember. It was an Asus, I believe, and it was a 1080 because it was NVIDIA drivers. He installed the NVIDIA drivers, and he was able to play some shit right after that. So it's getting better. No one said it's perfect just yet, but it's a lot better than it was. And I mean,
yeah, but can it ray trace in Crysis?
We'll see. The other thing is, see, I've got multiple articles on this. Basically, Valve has dropped a new version of Steam Play and upended our expectations in doing so. So, I mean, like, there's options out there if you don't want to do Windows. I plan on building a computer for my wife and throwing Linux in there just because it's to the point where if you want to dick around with it, you can. So why not?
Well, so you're gonna build your computer next, though. What Christmas is her gonna be then?
Hers isn't going to be mega powerful. It's not even going to have a graphics card.
Is
She
it
doesn't
gonna
game.
is it gonna be like one of those computers that Jade would do a video on, like where he did for one of his daughters or something.
I mean, like,
probably not even that powerful, because he put it's like 1080s in theirs, I think.
Yeah, no, just no overkill, just whatever fits the use case, basically. I don't know when I'm putting lists together. Plus, you got to remember there's stupid sales and bundles around Christmas time, so like I could get a graphics card that's bundled with a CPU or motherboard that I don't even need now, and then just get a CPU for it. So
just do like Linus was doing, like that 8 gamers just have one computer so powerful that it's basically 2 computers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Together.
Right. But also, remember how we were talking about I think it was last week, how supposedly Fallout 76 wasn't coming to Steam or launching on Steam and everyone was afraid?
Sure. Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
It looks like Fallout 76 is available for pre-order in the Microsoft Store.
I don't know, Microsoft.
So, I mean,
they had a fling.
I mean, yeah, they were at the Microsoft thing and they were at the Xbox thing, and if you got an Xbox, you get the beta for whatever. I mean, this shit's. Why are people act surprised with these things? Because it's like, why would they not want more people to buy their stupid game? I mean, just obvious at that point, right? Also, check this out.
Hey, let me holla at you here, babe.
Holla, holla. By the way, Bethesda is planning to release Fallout-themed rum. Bethesda seems to have plans once again to release Fallout-themed beverages after the company filed a new patent last week. Bethesda first released a Fallout-themed beer in 2015 as part of a promotional campaign for Fallout 4. Now the company is planning to release Nuka Dark Rum, a beverage based on Nuka-Cola Dark, introduced in the Fallout 4 Nuka World DLC. And yes, there's a tweet that actually has a link to the website, nukadark.com, which I went to, and you can give them your name and email address and register. Yes, I'm 21 age over.
Frank likes a dark.
Right. The thing that I like, though, is can't really see it in this picture till I zoom out a little bit. The bottle,
yeah, man,
actually somewhat in this image at least resembles the Nuka-Cola bottles in game. So if it's not stupid retarded, which it will be, it would be cool to get.
Well, did they do like an official Nuka-Cola pop?
Yes, I thought I told you about that. They worked with Jones Soda. They worked with Jones Soda and released a limited edition Quantum, which is blue. Thing is, Jones Soda already has a blue soda, so all they did was slap a label on it, and it was sold exclusively at Target. And the thing is, all the Target people were getting them, buying them before people go and buy them, and put them on fucking eBay as scalping. So if you bought a bottle, no joke, today it goes for stupid expensive. Let's see.
Yeah, more stores should do the limit per customer thing, because a lot of places do that.
Well, see, they didn't think of that because, if it was like if they only got a case of them. But yeah, here's somebody selling one bottle, $38.99. $38.99. There was guys selling half empty bottles for fucking retarded prices. So it's gonna be a cash grab. No one's gonna be able to get them. But I think it's a cool option. Also,
I'm waiting for them to come out with a Wolfenstein Nazi orange.
there is a Nazi cola that's basically Crystal Pepsi. To see you not see it. By the way, Valve launched Steam.tv, which is like a Twitch competitor.
Yeah, I did hear about that. How do you think that's going to go?
Well, you can already stream games from Steam, but I assume if they have a .tv, it'll probably be similar to like Twitch, and more people might hop on. Because now the only incentive to live stream on the Steam app is you get like points to your, like, if you're messing with Steam to get the XP points on your profile that doesn't really fucking matter, then that's one of the tasks is you do a review, you can live stream, whatever. So if they do streaming like Twitch where it's easy enough to do it, I could see that.
I don't know, man. It's just like a lot of these platforms, they just try to do everything. But like at the end of the day, people still just go to the main platform that was based on. You know, like you have YouTube, but then YouTube try to do the music. It's like I don't even know anybody that really listens to YouTube music. You know, it's all Spotify or Pandora. You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, Twitch is still going to be dominating.
Right. Floyd talks about Mixer, but that's because he's an Xbox fanboy, and I'm like, no one gives a fuck about Mixer. It's its own made up thing by Xbox. So.
Yeah, Microsoft tries to do it all of its own types of services. It just doesn't work out well. Like the thing though is like I don't even know any besides the operating system. Microsoft really doesn't do much well, do they? Like you don't use their browser. You don't get their games besides the like the console side of things. Not a whole lot of people use their platform as far as like their content consumption, I guess.
Yeah, I mean
like the Microsoft Store. Not too many people. Do you go through the Microsoft Store all the time? Are you
no
browsing it like you do on Steam?
No, not at all. Why would I do that?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, man. Shit, no, man. You get your ass beat for doing that, man.
Did you? I forget. Was that Floyd? As he sent like a group message or something? I think he sent us some kind of link for some kind of audio thing or something.
Did he?
I think it was on the Hangouts.
Oh.
Yeah, he sent a. I don't know if it was it Ben? Oh yeah, yeah, it was Ben. I thought it was Floyd for some reason. It says you guys might want to check this out before it expires, and it's some kind of.
Oh yeah, it's audio, like sound clips and stuff. But it's he sent that to me, and I'm like, yeah, that costs money. I don't have money. Because it's gonna go away. Well, okay, well, you're not gonna get any money from me, so.
Hey, you better act now. You better hurry, Frank.
Everything must go at these prices before they're gone. Anyway, by the way, Asus motherboards and graphics cards coming to PC building simulator.
Nice.
I figured you dig that because you like the Asus stuff. I know I do. Asus, but whatever. Or
they'll ever come out with their own RAM.
What was that? Arrow or is there? What was it? What was that one called on the Asus when they had the GPP thing?
Oh yeah, I don't even know. It was that memorable.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, it's it's a new thing no one cares about," and they're like, "Actually, it's a brand that's been around a minute. It just came back." Well, whatever. So
it was Aries, I think.
That's it. By the way, here's a Doug story, but since he's not here, you can now overclock your PlayStation Vita for reasons. It pushes the CPU to 494 megahertz.
Yeah, that was a question I don't think I had answered before with Floyd. Like, what is the difference between the higher performance, like we're saying, with with the Xbox One S and the X, where they're charging you way more if you wanted to rent that out per month on the previous article. Like, does the games look better or something? Like, sure, the hardware is more powerful, but if it's the same game on both of them, you know?
I don't know. I don't care either. I'm not buying it.
But it's got more teraflops, Frank.
Not when I get that 2080, son. It's gonna have all the RAR traps because ray tracing.
Hey, we're way above teraflops. But
anyway,
anyways,
I have a whole bunch of.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know what he would think about that. I think he would. He really wouldn't care about it. I don't think.
Nah.
He'd be like, "That's stupid."
Yeah. Next. I have a bunch of NVIDIA articles. Basically, we'll just include them the links because basically everyone's like, don't pre-order and wait until the specs actually come out because what they said is bullshit. Jump off the hype train and you become addicted to hype. I threw that in there.
People become addicted to marketing hype. Never heard of that.
Right. And then, but with the launch of the 2080, someone says, what does Radeon do now to stay competitive in a touring world?
Yeah, I thought that they had released some real-time ray tracing stuff that works on their cards, is like software-based, but I mean, I know they were getting involved in the ray tracing stuff too, but I'm not sure like how much work they were doing,
Well, Radeon Pro Render gets an update.
Yeah, the Pro Render, I remember that.
So there's that. Doesn't affect gamers at all, but
nah.
And then, since we're talking about AMD, I came across this article. The headline: should you buy a 32-core Threadripper? Yeah. Heck yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why wouldn't I? And there's reasons. I think that's funny that they gave reasons.
So is that going to be like basically the most powerful consumer processor?
It's going to be the highest.
Technically,
it's going to be the highest thread count and core count. Thing is, supposedly, that Intel still whoops them in single core performance, which I never understood. Who gives a fuck about single core performance?
Right.
Also, depending on what motherboard you get, if you get the MSI board, you get this Aero M.2 expansion card, which looks like a graphics card because they have Aero graphics cards. But you put this and put your M.2 cards in it, and it's got a fucking fan.
Yeah, is that the what was the one you wanted? Was the micro ATX or ITX? I forget.
Yeah, this is full ATX. I want the micro ATX. They don't have a mini ITX yet. I don't know if they ever will.
That would just be silly. That'd be the processor is like, isn't that so small? The processor is like most of the motherboard.
I mean, as it is now,
especially with the cooler on it, it's like all cooler.
Right. Well, with the micro ATX, you still get 4 RAM slots instead of 8, and you get 3 16X PCIe slots. So,
oh yeah, that was another thing that with NVIDIA that I heard is I guess they're going back to the SLI thing, but it's going to be like a different kind of SLI.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Yes, it's not going to be the traditional SLI. It's going to be a different bandwidth. And it's going to be handled differently.
What are your thoughts
Wait.
on that?
I mean, I don't. It was never supported that well before. I don't know how. It's another thing we got to wait for developers to implement, and
Yeah,
they're gonna.
I bet you the developers in general with NVIDIA, they're like, yeah, slow down.
Well, that and it's like, okay, but are they gonna implement? They're gonna expect you to buy an expensive graphics card, and then they're gonna expect you to buy two of the motherfucker. No.
I mean,
No,
heck,
son.
most games still are trying to catch up with doing multi processor core stuff, right?
Well, only time will tell, son. Also, by the way, since we're talking about Threadripper, AMD issued big price cuts the first gen.
Oh yeah. What can you get for 1950X now?
Well, see, this isn't even the cheapest because they're just talking about Amazon and Next Warehouse. For 1950X, Amazon had it when this article was published 11 hours ago. They said $720. But if you go to Micro Center, oh my God, Micro Center,
Oh my god,
1950X. Oh, there's 3 in stock at my store. Oh, 7 in stock, but there's you get that with motherboard. You can get that for $599 right now. That's originally 900 and something. So I mean, 16
that's
cores.
That's only $200 more than what the like I got the 1800X.
Right. I mean the 1900X is your bare
it's basically a lateral move with the 1800X.
If you're
it's the same core count, same frequency, maybe a little bit higher frequency. I'm not sure.
It's your entry point into the platform. Now,
yeah, because it is a whole different platform. You have to get
right. You got a different socket, different motherboard. Now, with the if you were to buy the 1900X with a motherboard here. Let me see. Do they? Because they keep saying they don't sell the 1900. Yeah, because they don't list the price. But it was originally like $300. If you got 588, gets you this motherboard and the CPU, and the motherboard itself goes for $318. So 588 minus 318 is what?
It's
270.
2 in the morning. That's what it equals.
Right? Ian?
What? Ask that again.
270?
I think so, yeah.
No, it's only a quarter after 1.
I was wrong.
But yeah, so basically, under $300 you can get a, or if you, I mean, $600 for a motherboard and a chip, chip isn't bad. It depends on which board you get too. By the way, the cheapest one I found was the this Asus Prime. It's actually the board is kind of crap. Because you figure an Asus board would be great. Everybody says the RAM isn't supported for most of them. Like one guy's like, I'm still trying to get my RAM supported.
Yeah, and Asus have been kind of weird with the RAM stuff with the BIOS.
Well, like what it was in the reviews, they said that the ASRock boards offer more. What was the guy says? I don't know. Basically, it's the cheapest board, and there's the reason.
Oh, what, the ASRock?
Yeah, that's Asus.
Asus. Asus is the cheapest board? I thought they were a little bit higher of a tier.
No, the on X399. Yeah, $299 looks to be the X99. That's the cheapest, $299.
Well, what is doing the X399? Is it MSI, Asus, and ASRock? Is that it?
Let's see. MSI Gigabyte has one
Oh, yeah.
or two. Yeah, there's two. There's the Designair. There's the Aorus. ASRock has the Tai Chi and the Fatality, which I haven't read too many reviews of the Fatalities. That my old board was a Fatality, and it was pretty good. Asus has the Strix, the Zenith, the Prime, and that's all that. This is just what Micro Center has in stock, which their shit is in store only.
I always figured that Asus would be more expensive because aren't they the more expensive with the Nvidia cards?
I mean, the Strix and the ROG, yes, yeah, ROG Zenith, but like the Prime one is, like I said, the reviews on it aren't that great. So
They've been kind of skipping on the motherboards.
This one, when I looked it up on Newegg, the guy had said, "Why do you pay more to get less?"
Right.
I think they said there weren't like as many full size PCIe slots, and there's a U.2 port, and they're like, "Who gives a fuck? Put another M.2 on there." And shit like that. And the VRMs are, that's another thing though. VRMs can overheat, and the RAM is, like I said, the RAM's not supported as well, so it's kind of a toss up. But right now, $600 gets you a 1950X. I'm sure by the time I go to buy it, it'll probably be maybe even half that. I hope.
Well, what's the pricing on the, what is it, like the 2990 UX or some? That's basically the 32 core version.
Well,
because they had a whole different family for that too. Because they had, I think they had a 2900X.
Well, if you buy the 2990 WX, which is the 32 core, at $1799.99.
Holy shit, dude!
So for $1,800, you get a 32 core chip. Like I said,
and if you add that onto the RTX, that would be 3,000 then, because that's 1,200.
Well, like I said, if I buy a 1950 or a 1900X, you can't even find the 1920X. The 1920X was marked down to like 200, and the stock everywhere is gone. So
you're gonna stay with first gen, you think?
Well, at first, because if you buy a motherboard and upgrade the BIOS, you can put the 32 core in it. So next year, I can just either buy a new graphics card or get a 32 core for cheaper. I'm sure it'll be. This has only been a year since Threadripper first gen came out. Floyd and I actually
they've been pumping them out like crazy.
We discussed 1950X launch price was, let's see, they reveal the price. Oh, originally it was $799, which even today, let me do some math here. Pull out my calculator again. Time for the calculator. Okay. So $799. If you bought two 16 cores, you're looking at $1,599, $98.
It's still technically less.
Yeah, but that's last year's prices. The newer chips are better. And like I said, that's just a launch price. That $800 chip is now down to what I say, $500, $600. Probably going to be cheaper. So
I wonder what kind of crazy core server processors that they have, because I know a lot of that stuff with the Threadripper stuff was taken from server RAID shit, wasn't it?
Based off of Epic, but the way the RAM,
that's it.
the way the RAM is handled is different because people were overclocking Epic to try to see what the 32 core could be like, and a lot of the Intel people I've run with were haters. They're like, yeah, but they don't know the RAM's totally different, yada yada. So we'll see. You'll see.
Like, do they have some 64 core epics and shit?
I don't fucking know.
I bet you they do. That'd be crazy.
Remember we were talking about Gigabyte was coming up with their own RAM that was gonna have dummy modules so you can have that full RGB light up experience.
Yeah, so there's you don't have gaps in your
Right,
gaping
if you
hole of a RAM slot.
right, if you're like me and you have 8 RAM slots, but you only can afford 2 8-gig sticks, they'll sell you the modules. Because when they announced the whole launch idea, that was at CES or one of those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, they think that I can't remember if this article has the pricing or just pictures here. But let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, oh, can you get on Newegg? Oh, is that an actual link?
You get it on eBay.
Newegg. So 2 8-gig sticks with additional 2 sticks of demo kits. So the the dummy sticks, $219.
Dummy sticks for dummies.
Right, because you can see the bottom of the bottom of the sticks. There's no pins.
Yeah. Well, it's got to make contact for the lighting, though.
Yeah, there's a little bit here at the one side, but
yeah,
not all the way across. Anyway, so yeah, Computex 2018. So this costs you $219.99, and it goes 32 speed. So DDR 3200, but it's only 16 gig. How much was your G Skill?
Yeah, I had 2 16 gig slots, so I got 32 gigs because I have 4, and I want to make it 64 gigs eventually. Another 2 slots. Yeah.
Oh, look at that shit.
Yeah, and I'm going to be pissed if I have to replace this RAM because, yeah, 2 16 gig slots is going to cost me.
Well,
I'm going to get bent over.
Bend over, taking the ass. 2 8s are, let's see, 2x8 from Team here is $179.
Yeah, it's a little bit over 300 for 32 gigs pretty much now, I think.
That's like you said, you get the 16 gig sticks. Those are a little more expensive.
Yeah, the higher sizes are more expensive than the sum of the smaller sizes.
And also that this is 3200 speed, by the way.
Okay.
So that 180 is for 3200 sticks, which isn't too bad. I was actually, when I was looking at my build list, I had I had some.
You were thinking about going 4000s, right?
I think 30. The board I was looking at only supports like 36.4 or 34.6. I can't remember. Because I was looking at the shit it supports.
Yeah.
Because people have a lot of the build things I've watched. The guys had problems. Like even like Paul's Hardware, he bought a kit. He bought multiple kits by the same company, and he's like, I had problems.
Well, I mean, if I have to buy all new shit, I might not even do the RDB just because it's just so expensive, man.
Yeah, let's see. Well, what did you say your sticks were now?
It was like 2666. which is fine for me because a lot of the content creation apps that I use, it like the 3D modeling and stuff, it doesn't really matter the speed as much as the size of the memory, you know.
We're gonna do another 32. You said.
Yeah.
How much did you
So
pay originally?
Oh, I was able to pay like 260 or 270. That was
Yeah, you're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go with another thing, a Trident Z. Well, that's 4/8. Is that what you would need? Another 4, or you said 2?
Another 216s. Yeah.
All right, hold on. That's let's see.
I don't even know if they're doing the 16s still.
They are, but let's see here.
They're getting harder to find for some reason.
Yeah, they figure people aren't going to buy them. 2/8s. I mean, you do have the slower speed. Let me just go.
I would think that since I had a slower speed, they wouldn't bend me over too much.
Yeah, they just might not be in. You might not be able to find them because people want the faster shit. Because the faster shit's newer.
Well, if I get the faster shit, that's gonna go down to the speed of my slower RAM, right?
And let me see how much it costs if you just replace the whole thing. Let me see what that'd be. Just for shits and giggles.
What if I did all 64?
Yeah, hold on. If you bought 4 16 sticks, that'd be $619. If you bought 3,000, and it'd only be, instead of 619, it'd be $659 if you got 3,200.
Oh, 3,000 is a good thing.
It's higher than what you got. Corsair also has their RGB Pro now for 8 gigs, which.
And I just don't know if, like I said, I don't know if higher speed RAM would even work with my motherboard because, like I said, I'm kind of nervous too to do like the BIOS updates. I don't know how you felt about that.
Yeah, they say don't update your BIOS unless you have to, basically.
Yeah. So you didn't end up doing yours?
I think I had to. I don't remember because I bought this is my second motherboard and I can't fucking remember.
Yeah.
My memory is as short as my dick.
Wait, what?
What? Do what with who? For how many cookies? But yeah, hopefully RAM does go down. I don't know when. I'm just gonna hope. We'll see. We'll see what Christmas does, man. Because
Christmas,
right?
Kiss some assmas.
By the way, HyperX extends its Predator DDR memory kits to 128 gigs. Most users don't need 128 gig of RAM, at least not right now. But those relatively select few who do, and those who simply want more, HyperX is now happy to oblige as Predator DDR4 RAM. Excuse me. Ooh.
Yeah, who was it like that's usually like comes out that's always first to get like the higher amounts of RAM? Like I know that there was that Patriot RAM or whatever.
I don't know. By the way, check this out. This PC has a built-in coffee maker. Usually,
was this a Doug article?
I just saw this and said, "What?" Usually, if there's liquid in your PC, it's to cool down toasted components such as the processor and RAM. Zotac and Case King had something else in mind, however, when the two companies collaborated on a custom PC that doubles as a coffee machine.
Dude, Doug he'd be going nuts.
We spotted Zotac's Mech 1 Nespresso at GamesCon and snapped the photo above. So, yeah, we'll say, hey, Doug, here's your next computer there, buddy.
Yeah. and then he actually uses a coffee maker.
No, he does it, and there's fucking protein shakes in it.
Yeah.
Now, Microsoft updates Universal File Explorer with new features in Windows 10. And the reason I was looking at this is because I thought that it made the the File Explorer, I thought it made it black.
Yeah, I was having trouble with that because a lot of the elements were broken in it before. I mean, I had it working pretty good, but for some reason, like, because there's the app mode or whatever, you had the option for light or dark, right?
I don't remember.
If you choose the dark, it's supposed to turn all your app backgrounds and your Explorer, like the ribbon and all that stuff, black. In the File Explorers. What's your File Explorer? Bring up your File Explorer, Frank.
Well, I have this on my I'm only screen sharing my window, not full screen. It's white.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where this setting you're talking about is.
It's under if you go to like the colors, like your color and themes section in the personalization.
Hold on.
You right click on your desktop.
Personalization. Hold on. Okay.
And then there should be like a colors option.
Oh, colors?
Yeah. And if you scroll down to the bottom, there should be like a night mode or like a light and dark app.
Yeah, I'm around dark.
See, that's supposed to apply to your File Explorer.
Well, it's not.
So it's broken on your end too, then.
Right. 22 states ask U.S. appeals court to reinstate net neutrality rules. Oh, people don't need that.
You don't need that.
Shit doesn't work for a Jeep Pie. Why is Jensen thinking he can sell us? Oh, you need ray tracing. No, we don't. We'll make up our own fucking minds. I don't know. I'm surprised you didn't have any articles on it because I kept seeing this.
Actually, it was kind of hard to find some news articles today.
Verizon throttled fire department's unlimited plan while they were fighting Mendocino Fire Complex fire.
Oh, I did see this. I wasn't too. I figured you'd have this already, so I was like, I'll leave it to Frank.
Yeah. Verizon says, no, we didn't. And
so, like, what did they basically do? They let the firefighters have unlimited? I mean, isn't that a good thing?
Verizon throttled fire department's unlimited plan.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's the headline. They had an unlimited plan, but they throttled it while they're fighting a fucking fire.
So that's crazy. And they were like, no, we didn't, huh?
Yeah, there's multiple articles about that.
Motherfuckers.
Right. So, not just us, they got to use the cell phones because I mean people aren't calling landlines to call somebody in the field. They're chasing the fucking fire. They're using a cell phone. By the way, popular Kodi add-on phones home and could get you in serious legal trouble.
Oh shit! I didn't. Where did you get this from? I wish I would have saw this one.
Betanews.com.
All right. Fucking
popular add-on called Orion. Basically, a lot of people are taking issue with TV add-ons stuff. They were the go-to when Kodi was starting out, and now a lot of stuff is fishy with them. Well,
you see, that's kind of weird though, because I thought that the add-ons had to go clean after all that. Like what was it called, the Exodus and all that stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't messed with Kodi in a while. I've been working too much, and then I try to game, and then I sleep, and then I work too much, and then I game, and then I sleep. So, For all intents and purposes, if you have a box that you can install Plex on, that's okay if you just want to watch your own content. But Kodi is really what you want to do if you want to add plugins, supported plugins that are perfectly legal.
Well, what do you do? Is it most of your stuff is either you stream stuff that you've, like services like Netflix and all that stuff, or you just do all your own stuff?
I have a large library of my own content, and like I said, I try to get streaming services to fill in the gaps. Like I pay for Crunchyroll for my anime, and they're pretty good because they get the stuff the day after it comes out in Japan. So,
right.
But anyway,
so is this add-on? This is kind of like the Exodus or like that Salts add-on.
I'm not unfamiliar with this app in question. Orion.
Okay, no, I've never heard of it myself.
Yeah, see, and I'm usually some of them I'm good with, and then that's new. But there's like 57 comments on there, so that's probably the best place to get the most current data. Now on to what the fuck news, which I have some stories in here. NASA finally figured out
anything about add-ons.
Right, I know nothing. I know nothing. I see nothing. NASA finally figured out what this foreign object on Mars actually is. First, I'll go to the picture. Can you see it?
Zoom enhance. Okay. Well, oh shit! What is that? Is that like a piece of paper or something?
Well, hold on. There's an article here. Let me get to it. Despite what many people would love to believe, NASA hasn't discovered any evidence of past or present intelligent life on Mars. So when the Curiosity rover stumbled upon what appeared to be a very suspicious chunk of something on the red planet's surface, they were not only surprised but also a little bit worried. The thin fragment was suspicious enough to warrant its own name, with NASA's Curiosity rover team calling it the Pettigrew Point foreign object debris, named for the location where it was discovered. With no idea what it was or where it came from, the rover's handlers began to worry that it might actually be a chunk of the rover itself, suggesting some unseen damage or other issue with the robot. Thankfully, those concerns seem to have been unfounded. In a new update from NASA, the object has now been identified as a natural chunk of rock rather than a piece of any man-made craft or vehicle. The team analyzed the bizarre object with a tool called the ChemCam RMI. The instrument uses a laser to sniff out the makeup of anything it's pointed at, and the results of this particular piece of debris reveal that it's actually just a very thin piece of rock. So, I mean, that's pretty interesting because at first you're like, what?
Yeah, I mean people see there are actual like structures on there that look straight like a pyramid or a face,
like
or
a structure, not just a mass, right?
Yeah.
So
and it's crazy. Well, it's crazy when nature can form that. It doesn't make.
What was that picture of the Sphinx where like it's crazy that nature does that? So
right.
Yeah.
So you got that. Do you have any Elon Musk articles? Because I wanted to ask you. I don't know if you did a news article about it back in the day, but you remember that? You know how like that they had to have the divers save the like the people in the cave, all those kids and stuff. Like, what was your thought on it? Like his tweet that everybody was pissed off about, because I know like he's like you're always a big fan of his, right?
Well,
I don't know if you did an article on that a while ago. What?
When he was talking about taking the company private?
No, when he called the diver a pedo or whatever.
Oh, well,
I'm sure you've heard about that.
Yeah. He's a pistol. He's hard to keep up with. He's always doing some he's an eccentric billionaire. Of course he's doing some crazy shit. I mean, it was in the midst of when they were doing everything, so it just kind of got lost in the shuffle there.
Okay.
So I got no real opinion on it. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Well, the things that I do know is that, he did apologize, but that was after the actual stocks went down.
Well, I thought his stocks went down because he said he was going to take the company private, and that pissed off people.
Well, that too. But apparently the stocks went down also for after what he said, because he was that was the diver that saved everybody.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I guess it's like you said, everything was going on. Maybe he just you get a slip up sometimes. I was trying to think, but nothing happens.
Well, he said I think he did say somewhere that he had been working like 80-hour weeks or some shit like that.
Yeah, wasn't there a news article that was done where he's like, yeah, it's hard being Elon Musk or something?
Yeah, I just don't have it. So that's all that I gotta say about that. I want his money. That's about it. I don't want to work that hard, because if I wanted to work that hard, I'd have his money.
Well, did you have any Elon Musk articles or SpaceX or anything related to the?
No.
Okay.
I'm at the what the fuck articles, which are my last articles here.
Okay, what the fuck is up here?
So Huawei gets caught faking DSLR shots as smartphone pictures in a commercial. Whoops. Basically, they have this ad campaign where they pretend like it's this adorable couple taking all these pictures with their phone and this high quality, right? Well, the actress in the shots posted on Instagram the filming of these shots. And as you can see, that's not a phone. That's a DSLR.
Fake news.
Yeah, so they're fucking fake. Fucking fake. And I want to like Huawei because I want the big ass, 7-inch screen phone, and it pisses Trump off, so that makes me want it even more. It's not too political, right?
Trump's hair.
Danny Glover. So, yep, it looks like LG is actually making a phone with 5 cameras. I threw this in because I like LG. Do you remember the early days of phone cameras where the only thing that mattered were the megapixels? Forget the stuff we have nowadays like optical image stabilization or zoom lenses. Back then, whether you had 2 or 3 megapixels was the thing that determined whether or not you had the best Windows Mobile 6.1 device. Well, it seems like meaningless specs might be back. A new set of renders of LG's upcoming LG V40 Thin Q have emerged, and if they are to be believed, LG is going with quantity over quality, showing 5 separate image sensors into one body. The detail that jumps out first from the renders is definitely the number of cameras. The back of the phone has 3 lenses containing a slight bump, all laid out side by side. A fingerprint sensor sits below, and the V40 branding stuck below that, and the LG logo down the bottom. It's not exactly a minimalist design, in other words. Around the front, there's a prominent chin bezel down at the bottom, and a now infamous notch up top. That notch looks like it contains 2 more cameras and a speaker. Hopefully one of those cameras is a depth-sensing infrared sensor, which would allow LG to mimic Apple's Face ID. One thing we can't tell is how far out the bezels extend from the top of the screen to the top of the device. The side bezels are relatively minimalist, so we're hoping that the screen-to-body ratio is respectable. So
yeah, that's what all the makers are now trying to do is basically putting a Connect into the camera, into the phone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want a notch, but if it's presented like this, I think I could live with it. Maybe. I mean, as it is now, like when I updated my phone to, I'm running Android Pie, and I can kind of understand why they did it. They moved my clock from the middle of the top to the far left, which makes sense now that I think about it, because the notch would be in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, with everything, like your top of your screen black, the actual phone black. I mean, it's a lot more presentable than the way Apple did it, I think. And if it's
probably.
if the whole thing is pretty chinless, I mean, there's a tiny bit of a chin at the bottom, but if it's huge and actually has a badass camera, I don't know. What do you think?
I'd say sure. That type of thing, though, you would have to definitely see what the experience is like, you know, testing out in a store or something, I guess.
Right. Big phones, you always got to check out in the store and check out. I might get another Pixel just because I like having the updates first, but we'll see. I mean,
actually, I didn't do an article on it, but I was going to ask you, did you see an article about the Pixel smartwatch or whatever?
No.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if smartwatches interested you or not.
I mean, kind of, but not enough to buy one.
Like would you use it if somebody gave it to you for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Vaping congressman whose card bought Steam games with campaign money.
Oh, I heard about this. I was thinking about doing it.
This is for Stupid Floyd. He's a vaping fanboy. So Representative Duncan Hunter, who you may remember from a 2016 report alleging he spent campaign money on Steam games, has been indicted on charges of wire fraud, falsifying records, campaign finance violations, and conspiracy. Duncan's charges are related to the filing of false records and the use of $250,000 in campaign funds to pay for personal expenses, which ran from an Italian holiday to fancy dinners to purchases like Steam games. I mean, at least he had it listed as personal expense to be paid back.
Yeah, I still want to ask Floyd what he thought about that he's going to get popcorn lung eventually.
He's like, nobody knows the long-term effects. It's still better than cigarettes. No, I sent him this article, and he's like, oh, that's like a senator or a congressman I could get behind. Looks like somebody couldn't wait for the Christmas Steam sale.
Yeah.
We get it. You steal campaign funds instead of we get it. You vape.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's better than paying off your hookers, right?
Right.
And then the last thing, which I figured you would find interesting.
You vaporize that money.
Windows 95 is now an app you can download and install on Mac OS, Windows, and Linux. Windows 95 is an operating system that's now used as a yardstick for what's possible on modern devices and platforms. We've seen Microsoft's popular OS appear on the Apple Watch, and Android Wear smartwatch, and even the Xbox One. Today, someone has gone a step further and made Windows 95 into an app that can run on Mac OS, Windows, and Linux. Slack developer Felix Reisenberg is responsible for this glorious app based on an existing web project that supports Windows 95, Windows 98, and a whole host of other operating systems. Now, nostalgia lovers can play around with Windows 95 and an Electron app. Published on GitHub, by the way.
I was wanting to do that because I downloaded a bunch of ISOs for the older Windows shit, you know.
Well, there you go. It's an app. So
VMware.
You could have an ISO, and then inside of it, you could have this app, so you can run a newer version of Windows or whatever with Windows 95 as an app inside of it. That's OSception.
That's crazy. I wonder if they're going to do Windows 1X as basically the first version of Windows.
I don't know.
I could see that coming out.
I don't know. Well, that was my last story, sir.
Well, it was. It's not too bad. It's 150.
Well, good night, everybody.
But I wanted to talk about feelings, right?
Nope. Feelings. Nothing more than feel. No feelings on this show. None.
Actually, we're gonna get through some trivia first, then we'll do feelings.
Oh Jesus! Nope, nope, no.
No. I just messing with you, man. Anyways, oh yeah, it was weird the other day when you ducked out at the end. I ended up Doug left, and then I did the outro by myself. All
Oh,
alone.
I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
One is the loneliest number. Anyways, thanks for coming on, buddy. Thanks for if he even listens to the shit, which he won't. Ben, thanks for coming on, Ben. Thanks for leaving, Solange. I mean,
Right,
thanks for coming on, Solange.
right.
Anyways, thanks for anybody that's listening. Peace out.
Boobs.
Shot a scissor up. And Bacardi, Cola.